Hello, and welcome to the Dragons of the Roundtable. This is the Roundtable live game, and I am Spencer Wilson, the DM. This is just a standard D&D 5e game, and we've got a wonderful host of players, and I'm going to introduce you just on where you are on Discord. First up, we have the lovely Samantha playing the character of Joy, coming to us from USA. Anything you want to say about yourself, or...?
Hi! No, not particularly. Figure it all out as the game goes.
And next we have Logan playing the lovely character of Leokas. Also, again, coming to you from the USA. Anything you want to say about yourself?
This campaign's going to turn to a hobo murder party.
Thank you. Yeah, wonderful.
Exciting.
Next we have Elijah playing Lugos. Again, coming to you from the USA. Anything you want to say?
Yeah, hey, what's up, everybody? I love to write. That is all.
Oh god,
Okay.
I hate this guy.
Oh, can it?
What a wonderful start. What a wonderful start. Next we have Ryan playing Maverick. Again, you may have guessed it, but just to clarify, coming from the USA. Anything you want to say about yourself?
Even I'm surprised that I'm from the USA. Hello, everybody. I will do my best to keep the peace.
Okay. And lastly, there's me, Spencer, playing the Dungeon Master, coming to you from the UK, because is turned into shambles already, but it's fine, it's fun. So before we get started for the night, there's just a few small announcements I'd like to make. Firstly, thank you to Sirenscape for their amazing services, which we are going to be using this evening. When I upload this to YouTube, I'll put a full list to the sound sets used in the description. On top of that, don't hold me to this, but if you're on desktop, if you hover your cursor to the right side, you'll be able to see a fun overlay for all of the characters for the evening. And with that, let us begin. I'm going to play the intro video for the first time.
What's the stream name?
There is a link in the Roundtable chat if you'd like to share it.
I absolutely love how it isn't muted whilst intro video is on, so it's just still conversations going on. Okay.
Where's the link at?
It's in the Roundtable. I can send it to you if you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let us begin this new adventure into the world of Avalon. So everyone is ready to begin.
Yeah, I am all ready to go.
Reveal.
Very much so.
Okay.
Face reveal for you guys.
The year is...
Hey, it says I'm hurt.
Oh, yeah, you need to all heal yourself up from session 0.5s.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Alright. Anyways, continue as you would.
The year is 5650 BC, post-Cataclysm. It has been almost 2,000 years since the War of Moors ended. The devastating effects still ripple throughout the Empire. The once great shipyards of Grimcairn lay desolate, barren. The great Imperial army has lost its edge. Most importantly, His Imperial Majesty, the Golden Emperor, grows weaker by the day. As the Emperor ages, he has grown tired of his people's many failings. His gaze shifting elsewhere, in the subsequent power vacuum, countless groups and organizations have sprung up, viciously vying for power, from the smallest hamlets to vast swathes of land. Every Burgess council in the land is rampant with infighting. Day by day, more monsters, war parties, and hostile magic users have been sighted, creating mass panic across the Empire. So, it is in this world where we begin, with the Empire scrambling to re-establish a grip whilst it experiences its death throes. But we do not begin in a large city, the capital of Steel Hallow, or the ancient stronghold of Heatguard. Nor do we begin with a magnificent group of heroes set on a path to save the land. Further still, we do not begin with any grandiose. We begin with normal people, as normal as one can be, not too dissimilar from you or I. About to be taken by the hands of fate and with blood, sweat and pure grit forged in the crucible of a dangerous land, to become those figures passed down from generation to generation, story to story, myths and legends. However, that is a way off yet, and fate is yet to knock them onto a path. So, we begin with the morning fog, the faint dew clinging to the green grass, as a salty and cool sea threat barrels in over the small port town of Oars Rest. The town is quaint, nestled in the estuary of the nigh-home river, its docks and piers jutting out into the often rough and treacherous blue-grey waters of the Malorian Sea, great testaments to trade and commerce. The town itself is roughly divided into 4 districts. Governance, finance, and most important dealings occur within the prestigious, often ostentatious, Inner Mill, with wide streets, fabulous architecture, wondrous shops, marvellous theatres, and even better food. The Outer Mill is not too dissimilar to the Inner Mill, enjoying a healthy professional middle class, enjoying a life of relative dignity and material comfort, pushed up against the rickety stone walls that guard the old town. Now, outside the town, resting upon the green fields, just as they begin to mingle into the thick woodland that surrounds the town, are the radish roads. And as much as many wish to forget, these are the humble beginnings of Oars Rest. Radish farmers perched against small dirt paths, winding against the lush hillscape, torrential with rain and snow in winter, and beaten down with warm, humid summers. Arguably, the most important district, however, is the Dockward district. This is the thriving, beating, industrious heart of Oars Rest, home to a large working class who live, fish, trade, love and die in relative squalor, with no aid from anyone other than their peers, none from the town government, none from the Inner Mill, and most definitely none from the town guard, the Tyrannum. They survive on a meagre living, sustaining themselves on stews and grainy soups, made more exotic with what fish and crustaceans they don't sell. At night, heading to a fine selection of family-run and owned dive bars, taverns, and drinking nooks. There is a reason sailors and adventurers alike often refer to Oars Rest as the Paradise Port, and that is due to the general kindness of people in the district. The sun has just risen, its yellow and orange rays casting a faded light on the docile town of Oars Rest, waking up to another cold autumn day. It is not yet 8 o'clock. The cobbled streets already bustle with life. Beggars, buskers, and newspaper vendors heckle the wave of passing workers heading to the docks. Faint plumes of smoke seem to rise from every building, dancing in the air. As the sun continues to rise, half an hour or so later, a faint and gentle beam of light shines through a small nestled second-story window of a tavern, known as the Broken Blade. Coming to rest on the groggily opening eyes of a red-haired man resting in bed. Lugos, if you'd be so kind as to describe your character for me.
Yeah, absolutely. Lugos is a man of average height, standing at about 5'10", 5'11". He sports a wild red hairstyle with a couple of light gray highlights in it, and coming down from there are sideburns that form into a chin beard, kind of like a chin strap, and he's growing like a pointy gnome-like beard, I guess you could say. He has thick, bushy eyebrows, and he is a kind of haggard-looking, tired but still relatively young man who's wearing a green tunic.
Okay, wonderful. With a start, the man climbs up out of bed, preparing for the day, washing, lacing boots, and he kind of slowly runs his fingers through his beard, shaping it into a small and distinct point. As Lugos is putting the finishing touches together, a rhythmic knock at the wooden room door crumbles the silence of the morning, and a figure enters. Leokas, if you'd like to describe your character for me.
I am a shadow elf with long silver hair and a man bun, with gray tint hair and purple illuminating eyes, with a goatee and a scar down his left eye.
Okay, and that is where we begin. These two figures in the small, nestled tavern in the outer mill. And I'll hand it over to you. You have obviously information from your session 0.5, and I'm just gonna sit back.
Lugos, have you been to the library yet?
Oh yeah, yesterday I visited it. We're looking to save up about 50 gold pieces, I believe. Get a book there. Might relate to our issue.
Did you want to go meet with the old man today with me?
Oh yes, we have to go to the White Ram. Alright, let me just get all my shot in order. And I'll meet you downstairs for maybe a brew or sorts.
You really are an alcoholic, aren't you, Lugos?
Oh, can it already, jeez.
I guess I'll go downstairs and wait for Lugos.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to get all my stuff in order, make sure I have everything, and head downstairs.
Okay, so as Lugos begins to pack his stuff up, Leokas heads downstairs, and you see the tavern is relatively empty. A handful of patrons lie scattered about, no more than 5, I'd say. Some asleep, possibly remnants from the night before, some enjoying a hearty gravy meal before a harsh day on the docks. And you see one or two day drinkers, by the looks of it, kind of wallowing about in the morning hours. The air still smells of the same smoke you both know and love, obviously, from the night before, but a much weaker smell, in part due to the small windows set into the far walls open slightly, allowing a cool gust to blow through. You see various tables free, and a clattering of pots in a back room behind the bar, followed by a delicious smell of freshly cooked beans, potatoes, vegetables, and meat. The same bartender you saw last night, Arkan, the female dwarf, is slowly wiping and cleaning the counter, smoking a pipe, whilst finishing a seemingly bitter conversation with a patron who storms out. And you kind of come down these stairs and see the relatively empty tavern.
Did she ever pay us for our work at that night? I forget.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
I don't know if you did pay us back
You've
yet.
got about 3 silver pieces each.
Okay.
Oh. Alright. Nice. Not bad.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna go up to the barkeep and ask, what's the special for the morning today for breakfast?
Yeah, so you approach her as this other person's just walked out, and this person with a pipe just turns and looks. Hey, you want to know the special? Let me just check. We don't really do specials, but I'm sure I can get something for you. She goes back into the kitchen. You kind of wait for a few minutes for a cool gust plugging your face, and after a while she comes back out. I can do you a salmon and roast leek. How does that sound?
That sounds wonderful. Also, is it winter or something? It's quite chilly.
It's late autumn. It's in Oldrest. It gets cold quite early.
All right, just wondering. How much would that be?
The special's 2 silver pieces.
I handed the 2 silver.
Thank you. He takes it and puts it into a pouch on the side. Is that? I assume that's another one for your friend upstairs as well, or is it just you?
That's just me. He doesn't eat. He just feeds off alcohol.
Ah, a good man. I like that approach to life.
Can I hear that?
You can hear just like faint whisperings of conversation through the relatively thin wood floor.
I'll Yeah, I'll head downstairs now.
Yeah. You come down just as she's kind of going for a kitchen door, with a slight chuckle.
All right. I'll ask Silas. Hey, did you get me something?
Oh, you wanted something. Oh, no, no, I didn't. Was I
Oh.
supposed to?
No, it's all right. I really just need bread or something.
Or alcohol?
I'm not even an alcoholic, mate. Jeez. But I
That's
wouldn't say no to a brew.
That's what an alcoholic is. Anyway.
Oh, anyways, all right. Well, I'm gonna go find a table. Join me there once you have your food. Give me a piece of bread or something.
I can do that. Yeah, no problem.
Oh, thanks, mate.
I guess I'm gonna wait for my food at the counter until the lady comes back.
Yeah, it's quite quick. It's obviously a small kitchen, but not busy at all. And after a few minutes,
Hey,
she
you got a bot in your chat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got a couple bots in your chat, actually.
Yeah, I thought so. Ryan, can you? I assume you, as a moderator, you can just. Oof,
All right, there we go.
yeah. Much
Smite!
appreciated. Lightning bolt.
Fireball.
Just. Okay. Yeah. So after a few minutes, she comes back out like a delicious plate of salmon, and she just hands it over to you. You enjoy now. Have a good day. Did your friend want any whiskey for the morning?
Can you have 2 shots of whiskey with some water in it, of course, because I still need him for later. But do you have any hardtack?
Or just any bread, really. I don't need much to eat. Some bread will be fine.
Well, I'll take your request one at a time. Firstly, wanted some whiskey. We've only got some Warp Creek whiskey. It's quite aged, so it'll set you back a pretty penny.
How much pennies are we talking?
5 silver pieces for a little shot.
Boy, I'll pass on that, actually.
You're missing out, I tell you.
I'm sure I am.
I'll get it for him.
You have a good friend there. Puts a hand out expectantly after hearing you say that.
I give her a piece of gold and tell her to keep the change.
Oh, I like you. And she puts her hand and she gets out this beautiful glass bottle of whiskey. Pours a shot, puts it across the desk. And you wanted some bread?
Oh yeah, just a simple bread, really. It'll be fine. Don't need much to fill my stomach.
It's quite early in the morning. Fortunately, the baker hasn't come and dropped off his daily delivery yet, but I'm sure wherever you're heading next, you can get some on the way.
You got old bread? Maybe left over from last night.
Do you want old bread?
I don't care.
Gee.
It's food, right?
Okay, you can have some old bread. I'll look in the kitchen. And he kind of walks off and poof, blows a massive plume of this kind of strawberry incense smoke from a pipe as she walks off. Heads back over, and you hear various kind of clattering about, and she comes out of this quite old piece looking bread, and she scrapes some gravy off it. And it's like, will this do?
Gross.
How much would this run me, anyways?
You can just take it.
Oh, it's a win-win. Alright, thank you.
Yeah, you kind of get this kind of sopping wet, aged piece of bread. It is gourmet
Gross.
food. Gourmet food. So.
Lugus just, he'll try it. See what it's like, you know?
How big of a piece are we talking here? Small, big?
We're talking a piece no bigger than the size of a D20.
Okay. Yeah, okay. You kind of take a bit of bread off and put it to your mouth, and just the sheer smell of it. It smells like wet dog, weirdly enough, and you kind of put it in your mouth, and it's kind of grainy and bitty, and feel like a rat might have gone to it. But it's food. It's sustenance. It's sustenance.
Yeah, Lugos persistent. He chokes it down. I want to lean forward to Lugos and in a whisper, I'm like, Oi, mate. Just how fucking loaded are you, Leokos?
That's my business and mine only. Why?
You got 50
If you're
gold
wondering,
on you?
I knew you were about to ask that. No, I don't have 50.
Fuck. Right, well.
But I will do something better for you. I'm gonna cut my plate, like the portion I have, in half and give Lugos the other portion of my breakfast.
Oh.
Lugos looks down. He looks back up at Leokos like, are you sure, mate? I mean, I don't want to impose or nothing.
Lugos, we're in this together. We need to be together. Eat up.
Good on you. You want a piece of my bread?
No. No.
Alright, it's all fine. Thank you.
How hard is the bread?
Oh,
I would more
it's
so
weird.
think it's
The
very wet.
the outer shell is quite kind of obviously moist due to the gravy, but when you the closer you get to the center, the more brick-like it becomes.
Okay, I'm gonna put the bread in my bag.
Okay. Improvised weapon.
How do you know?
Okay. I assume you eat up.
I chow
yeah.
down.
I eat and I think to myself that we have to hurry up because we need to meet the old man at a certain time. If I was correct.
You remember it was early noon. You got to meet him.
Right. It's still in the morning, though, right?
It's probably about 9:30 at this point. But,
We've got time.
Lugos, you drunk the whiskey. Roll me a d4.
Oh boy, a D4. Alright.
To me, a party kill.
2.
You get an extra 2 temporary hit points for the rest of the day.
Oh, nice.
Fortification.
5
Okay.
hit points.
I chugged the bottle.
How does the whiskey taste?
It's nice. It has quite a it's definitely a weird flavoring. Obviously from Warp Creek, it's quite a northern city, so it's quite harsh on the taste. It's spicy and almost a gingerbread flavor to it.
Ooh, interesting. Very seasonal. Nice. Yeah, Lugos enjoys it for sure.
Did you say you chug the bottle?
Oh, it was a joke.
Yeah, thank God. Okay. So, my music has stopped, but I guess that is for Sirenscape saying it is time to head out onto these city streets.
Nice.
So are you heading straight there, or shall I just montage your kind of early morning activities?
I think we should. I don't have anything to do right now. Do you, Elijah?
No, Lugos has nothing that he needs to really get done or anything. His main goal is what we're going for right now.
All right. Now I guess we'll just go right to the spot.
Okay. So you head out of a tavern and you see a large... It's bustling with life, really. You see people kind of heading down to the docks, people heading back from the docks, like fish strewn over their shoulders, like large salmon and crabs on like bandoliers around them. And you just go out your morning activities, you visit what small shops you need to pick up small stuff like arrowheads and other small things you might need. And you really just spend your morning milling about, wasting it away. You interact with various kind of buskers which are on the street playing everything from violins to full-size cellos. In fact, there's one person who is playing like a golden, like, what's it called, a fiddle of sorts, playing they seem impressively good. That is not a reference to the devil, I promise.
I don't believe you. Is he like a performer?
Yeah, he's a performer. He's just playing this tune in the street. As quite a few people are. The ferry street itself seems to be filled with this kind of morning music and bustling and activities. There's various docks going out. You hear horns in the distance, and just.
I'm gonna go up and give him 3 gold in wherever can, hat, or bag he has.
Yeah, he has like this small kind of a gravy pot in front of him. Oh, that's a theme this morning, isn't it? And you walk up, toss it in a gravy pot with a clatter, and he looks up and nods to you and continues playing his tune. And I guess you head to the White Ram.
I smell gravy.
All right, nice. Yeah, Lugos is like a small baby with the gravy dribbling off of his chin. So I'm just kidding. Okay. Sorry, let's go.
Okay. So, of course, you begin to head to White Ram's General Store. You arrive about actually the time you were expecting to. And
Okay, that's good.
the store, which you find quite easily, is nestled into a line of buildings, lying slightly on a slope with a large bay window next to a bright, white wooden door, revealing a large amount of shelves and supplies inside. A small sign, displaying the emblem of a white ram, hangs from a creaky chain outside the door. It says it's closed. There's a big closed sign, but you suspect it's not closed.
I guess I'm just gonna walk. I'll knock and walk in.
Okay. As you walk in, there's a ding 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 from a bell, and there's just smell of. It's weird. It's like just metallic, spicy, aged, kind of dusty smell. It's really quite a attack on the senses as you walk in, and it feels extraordinarily cramped. There's these. It's no longer than 20 by 30 feet, and it's filled to the brim with towering wooden shelving. And you get the sense that if you went for a very top shelf, you run a severe risk of falling backwards and tumbling all of the other shelves. The shelving has a variety of products in it, everything from ink, small hard-boiled sweets, parchment, leather-bound books, spoons and forks, handkerchiefs, eye spectacles, and much, much more. And you kind of slowly pick your way across this very cramped store. And you come to a small wooden counter with a large book sprawled open. There's a small humanoid with bronze hair, peering at the book intently, with a magnifying monocle held against one eye, kind of perched on the desk, looking at this book. Next to them, and kind of behind them, however, is a familiar shape. The townsman Brian seems to be locked in an intense discussion with another man, slightly taller, his form mainly concealed under a velvet black hood. And as you kind of enter, Brian turns and he says, "Ah, speak of the devil, they're finally here. Glad to see you made it."
Oh,
Yeah, right, mate. Well, you told us to come and we're here, so whatever payment you have for us or whatnot.
I hope your stay in the tavern wasn't too bad. It's a family favourite around here.
All right. A family favorite.
Yeah.
All right. Interesting. No, it was definitely an interesting stay.
It smelled like cigarette smoke all night.
Yep, that's right. I believe our rooms are right above the kitchen or the bar where the dwarf always smoking her feckin' pipe.
Well, after a while, you get used to the smell of smoke, you know? Just kind of fades into the background, doesn't affect you too much. And that's just
I believe you.
As this conversation is going on, you see a man in a large cloak kind of just turns his head, still concealing, and you look at the figure on the desk, obviously, who's beside you at this point. And it's a small humanoid, no more than about 3 feet tall, with kind of this great bronze hair that seems to stick out in every direction. It's almost a magical way, and it causes a slightly electrified look. And he's got shining green eyes and these bushy eyebrows and a large moustache that curls to either side. You struggle to see the moustache, however, because it's hidden under a large pointed nose, seemingly coupled with the large ears. And this humanoid's kind of dressed in like this small kind of three-piece suit. He turns his head and he's like, "Well, how wonderful to see you made it. How are you doing now, Buddy Knock?" And he goes for a high five to Lugos.
I guess I'll high five him back, but like sheepishly. I don't know, kind of like taken aback by his his charisma.
"What's wrong? Owlbear got your tongue?" "And you are?"
Oh, you can call me Lugos, Lugos Berve.
"And what about you, Mr. Grey?" Look at Leocas.
You can call me Leocas. And you are?
I'm Bodinock, and good day to you, Lugos and Lucas. And it's a fabulous morning, isn't it? And he kind of stretches out backwards.
Real
And-
quick, he's a strange-looking human, right?
He is a gnome.
Oh, he's a gnome.
He's a
Okay,
gnome.
I see.
And he kind of,
Carry on.
on his desk, he kind of approaches you and says, I'm the best tinker in Orsrest. And he kind of gives you a charming smile, and then he immediately just veers the subject off, and he's like, so, does anyone want some tea?
I mean, if you're
No,
offering,
no one wants any tea. What a shame. More for me. And he kind of just jumps off the desk and...
I want some tea.
What?
I would
Sorry,
love some tea. If you're offering, I'd love some tea. Absolutely.
Hearing impediment. Sorry. And just walks off to get himself some tea. And there's a kind of thin silence on the room.
Friend of yours?
I give Leo Cost a weird look. I'm like, what the fuck was that?
Leo cautious looks like, what the fuck did we get ourselves into?
As you're kind of exchanging these panicked glances, the man in the velvet hood takes it off, and you see not much description is needed of a rather confident nobleman. You can just tell he's noble from his kind of presentation, his appearance. I'm sorry about him. He's a gnome. I'm John Ashley, or Ashwood, as I'm more formally known. I understand you helped my friend here. He gestures off to Brian. It's greatly appreciated. Has he told you why we've invited you here?
No.
No, he just told us to meet him here, really.
Honestly, I thought we were gonna get killed.
I was expecting danger.
Well, I assure you we won't kill you if we don't have to.
What's that supposed to mean?
He just kind of knocks you like a relatively serious but charming grin. I'm sure you've heard the discontent with the tyrannum and the general governance of Orsrest. Have you not?
Call.
I think I've heard mention of it from Brian, I think his name is.
Good.
He likely mentioned that the guards here are lazy or such.
Well,
Lazier than a troll under a bridge.
yeah, even lazier. No. No care for us, no care for anyone but themselves and the Burgess Council. We're a small group of allies, looking to calm the town down and bring peace once again, with or without Alton Tillman. Would you help us?
What's in it for us? Just curious.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we don't just offer help for free or nothing. We need gold ourselves.
My grandfather, Mr. John Ashley, I am technically John Ashley Jr., he always used to tell me that a man should not seek gold, but a man should seek moral improvement and to help those who cannot help themselves. Which type of man are you?
Yeah, Lucas will think about it for a second. Alright, well, I suppose you got me there. I'm not some common thug mercenary. If I see a problem, I'd like to help, but I do have my own agenda I have to attend to as well. So hopefully if they align, then I wouldn't mind helping.
Well, unfortunately, we have a very big problem.
Wait, you're not gonna ask us to kill the head of the guards, are you? Because if so...
No, we prefer to do things peacefully with good diplomatic means.
Oh god, politics.
So I take it that's a yes, correct?
It's up to you, Lugos.
Oi, feck it. I'm keen on hearing what you have. I'll definitely hear you out, why not?
It's nice to see you have sense. And just as you finish saying this, the bell once again, ding 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 ding. The conversation halts abruptly as a thin silence descends. They're kind of trying to figure out who the visitors may be, and two figures slowly appear around the mass of shelving. A female tiefling and a male human. Joy and Maverick, if you'd like to describe your characters for me.
Maverick is about 5'11", 6 foot tall, in his mid-20s at most, but slick silver golden hair, short to about the jawline, parted at the center. A light scar across his face that travels up from his jawline. It would meet the bridge of his nose, where you would meet his piercing golden iris eyes. He's wearing some chainmail with a red scarf around his neck that lay drape over one of his shoulders, and a very noticeable long sword strapped to his back with a shield on his left arm. He is an appearance of looking like someone official with how well kept his armor is, but with a very relaxed look on his face, like without a care in the world.
Okay.
Joy. Joy is her skin color is kind of, I want to say a bright red, but it's not like overpowering. She's about right around 5'6" ish, kind of upper 20s, lower 30s in age. She's got long whitish gray hair that kind of goes down to about the middle of her back. And kind of her upper body is covered in gold jewelry. Just any place that you can imagine putting jewelry, she's got it there. It's up and around her horn. She's got a little kind of nose piercing. It's all gold. Her armor is leather armor. It's a deep red, so it kind of matches her skin but also stands out.
Okay. So two definitely different looking, yeah.
Definitely.
There's as these two figures just walk in, obviously Leocas and Lugos have no idea who they are. Brian has no idea. And there's kind of this again a strong silence as everyone kind of exchanges glances. It's like a Mexican standoff, but just with like glances. Everyone's like kind of glancing to one another, figuring out what's going on.
Well, this is a bit awkward. Supposed to meet someone here. Looks like it was. Hope I'm not interrupting anything.
No, and he kind of looks around at you all. Well, it looks like we're all here.
Who's this?
These people like you. I think you'll get along.
Are you roping us into some sort of conspiracy or something? All right, never mind. Let's just get going. I guess. I give them like a side glance to the two new people, the tiefling and the human.
I'm giving stares all over the place.
Yeah.
I wink.
All right.
Joy's just looking around smiling.
I raise one eyebrow. But then I just avert gaze in like a half a second, like I'm not going to stare at this person.
Yeah, it's just essentially a sitcom. This one. There's like people.
Uh-oh. Someone's dying.
Are you okay?
I just spit spread over my monitor.
Wonderful. Okay.
Oh no.
Okay. This man kind of looks at you all and kind of definitely takes the cue that kind of you're definitely similar in the way you act, but kind of dissimilar at the same time. And he says, if anyone wants to leave the store, if anyone wants to leave this group, do so now or forever hold your tongue.
Yeah, I stay.
Sure. Yeah.
I just cross my arms and slightly widen the stance on my feet, just like at attention.
I breathe heavily out of my nose and roll my eyes. I'm like, all right, get on with it.
Good. Let's head inside. And he kind of nods off to Brian, who then hurriedly kind of exits the store. He kind of waves to Lugos and Leocas, and once again in the distance you hear ding 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 from a bell. And this cloaked man, or as you now know him, as Ashwood, he kind of leads you into a small storage room behind the desk, and this room is the most musty-smelling room you've ever been in. It's just filled. It's like the clutter has been taken off the shelves and just piled up in barrels and crates. It's much less organized, and it has this kind of stone ceiling, stone walls, and a sticky wood floor. And as you kind of enter, you see the gnome, body knock once again, and he kind of walks out a cup of tea, just finishes it, and he jumps up onto a crate as you walk in. And he kind of walks over to the far side and begins to, like, he puts his quite small knob hand in like a crevice and kind of twists it about and feels out for a second, and then you hear quite a distinct kind of and the far wall, which looked like it was full of clutter and cobwebs, just begins to kind of jut out. Dust begins to rain from the ceiling, kind of paste your face, and then you see as it just slides off to one side. Inside you see a dark corridor leading off, faint torches lighting. It's obviously leads to somewhere quite small, but a secret door nonetheless.
I'll be right back. That shoots you.
Of course. Ashwood turns to you all. Welcome to the Cabal. After you.
Oh yeah, I enter, making sure to push Leocas along.
Okay.
A lot of light.
I'm definitely feeling sketchy about this though.
I assume you
Yeah,
all...
Joy will.
Yeah.
Oh, Joy will kind of mutter to Maverick, "Well, this isn't creepy at all."
Well, considering how the last 24 hours have been going, I'm not really surprised anymore.
Fair.
Okay, so you
I'll
kind
light a
of...
light cantrip and just...
Oh. Yeah, so
Yeah.
You all look as this person who, upon first glance, seemed relatively human, just kind of raises their hand, and you see their hand begin to glow, just these beams of light, deftly illuminating the small stone passageway. And I assume you all move in. Flick the notes.
Absolutely. Just kind of having my hand at the ready of my sword.
Yeah. You're obviously all feeling pretty sketchy about this as you walk in. This weird cloaked man and a gnome leading you into a small passageway behind a shop. And as you enter down the corridor, you quickly kind of come out into a small storage room of sorts. Various other hallways in this kind of small like underground, not underground, kind of... Imagine there's a large kind of U shape of shops. This is essentially just a mass in the center, like essentially hidden by like multiple shop fronts, some of which are fake. Kind of it's essentially there's a name for it. It isn't coming to your top of the head, but it's just a kind of
Like hollow, like fake shop fronts.
yeah, exactly.
Facade, that's the... I think
Yeah.
that's...
Oh,
Yeah.
facade, yeah.
It's kind of hidden in the center, essentially hiding in plain sight. But because of this, of course, there's no windows whatsoever. And you enter into this loosely kind of torch-lit storage room. Crates and barrels stacked up. You see, it looks like supplies. No arms or munitions, just various kind of food stuff and cloves and firewood. And it smells of tobacco and incense, obviously trying to keep a musty smell away. Various voices can be heard echoing throughout the tunnels that seemingly kind of snake off in all directions from its main storage room. Ashwood moves over to kind of barrel, sits on it, and Bodinock the gnome jumps up next to him and takes the entire kind of velvet cloak off and to reveal a very posh, noble outfit. And he looks at you all. So, what do you know about the Cabal?
The Cabal.
It's an interesting question. What do I know about the Cabal?
Right.
Do you want to make a check for that?
Yeah, perhaps
Okay.
a little rolly check.
Yeah, you can make it a little rolly check.
Perhaps.
Is that history?
That would be your history, yeah.
Nice. 7.
You don't know anything about a Cabal.
I don't fucking know anything. I looked expectantly to the others to see if they know anything, maybe.
I'll try a history roll.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, can I do one as well? Sorry.
Sure.
Oh, Jesus. I think the dog agrees.
Right? Let's see.
Oh.
Are we...
About, but what's your plus to history? Because one was an 8, one was a 10. I assume it's a 3. So that would be at 11. Okay. You don't recognize this Cabal, but in your hometown you did have a thing called the Cabal, which was a board of advisors to the king. So you reckon that's where the name comes from?
It doesn't work.
You do /R 1d20. I'll give an example. So just like that, but without the full stop. Oh, the stream camera just said something in chat. it's to achieve sentience.
Sentient. Yeah. It's a Warforged. Get it. Joel, didn't we hear anything about the Cabal yesterday from that odd mage fellow?
You remove the space between the / and the R.
And you also get rid of the period.
Yeah, yeah. What's happening in the chat? Wow.
There we go.
I think that's exactly the same result as Lugos had. So you know absolutely nothing about the Cabal.
I rolled a 13.
You you knew it was the group of advisors to the king of Bezia.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh.
I'm not even sure if I'm worthy of the role. The only thing I would know is what the Spice Mage said yesterday.
Yes. If you don't know that off the top of your head, I will recount what it was.
I believe it's a private militia group against the corruption of the enclave of like what do you call it? Like not just the guards, but of the council or something. I'm trying to remember.
It's just kind of a group who seek to replace the government of Ozarest because they think they're relatively incompetent and don't do any good whatsoever.
Oh yeah, Viva la Revolution. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's when I will bring up. The only thing I know about Cabal is what Spice Mage was it told us about yesterday. To get a group of militia together to upheaval the current order. So see all that's not fit. Yeah.
So like a revolution, a group dedicated to a revolution.
That's what I would assume, yeah.
A smile kind of comes across Ashwood's face as you say this. He obviously seems pleased that the message of the Cabal is like spreading out there. In a way, but not quite. You see, the Cabal was founded about 30 years ago by Charles and James Buckingham, the two leaders. Did you say something about a Spice Mage?
Yes. That is the.
So Joy's gonna just kind of elbow him.
Do you mean Sohes Zekras?
Well, beat us to it.
He was one of the founders of a cabal. He helped Charles and James. So, I assume that is why he advocated so strongly for you to come and join us.
I was under the impression we weren't supposed to talk about him.
Well, we never met him like outside of this circle.
You see, we operate from a series of businesses across towns. We aim to reduce corruption in the town by leveraging political power. You see, I'm of noble birth. You cannot tell anyone I'm a member of this collective. And the entire goal is to get me to either be a town master, a deputy town master, or in the Burgess Council so I can begin orchestrating the change we need to see. We don't want violence, we don't want war, we want good, strong change.
You're not just in this for power, are you?
No, I have my own reasons.
Can I insight check him
You
on
can.
that? Cool. There we go.
Oh,
20.
he seems to have his own reasons. He's definitely a kind person. He's not someone to be suspicious about.
All right.
Do I know anything about him from my backstory?
You wouldn't know. No, he's
Okay.
a Northern Lord.
Okay.
The only person you may have heard of him is Maverick, possibly.
Oh, really? No.
'Cause you come from just an adjacent town, so
Got you.
he kind of looks at you all. Now, does this goal align with what you're aiming for? If not, this is the point where we have to kill you if you say no. And kind of gives a smile.
Well, if you're threatening us with death, and I want to like scan the room, like how many people are here?
It is just him and Body Knock. But no.
I mean, you're really starting to threaten us now, huh? Knew it seemed too good to be true. For a sketchy meeting like this.
I grab Lugos' shoulder and like, are you just gonna kill people when they say no to you?
Oh yeah, that's a little rude.
As you kind of begin this line of questioning, the gnome gets up and kind of puts his hand on Ashwood's shoulder. What Mr. Stern is trying to say is we've been short on allies as of late, and we'd be indebted to you if you helped us.
Oh, maybe you're short on allies because you threaten to fucking kill them every time they say no.
Lugos doesn't like being threatened to get killed. I can't stop him. When
Anybody likes it.
Look, Ashwood gets up. He's like, look, we didn't threaten to kill you. We already said if you didn't want any part of this, you could leave when in the store. You've gone too far now to back out.
Oh, alright, well, lucky for you, it does seem to align with my agenda a little bit, so I wouldn't mind maybe checking in here and there, seeing what can be done.
As you begin to say this, a rumbling noise outside begins to get louder and louder. It sounds like a stampede almost. Screams follow, and soon the vibrations kind of shake the building. You see like various bits of dust flaking down from the ceiling, and once again kind of looking like dandruff on your shoulders.
What the fuck is going on?
It's all you.
No, that definitely isn't us. Body Knock, come on. And they kind of gesture to you. They both run into the white room as you kind of look about. And then about 10 seconds later, I come back in, looking visibly shaken as the noise is getting louder and louder. A beast attack.
Beast.
Beast attack. And
Oh,
he
I
kind of-
definitely
he
go
kind of
out there to
sneaking around
see.
shortly. And before you all leave, he's like, wait, Body Knock, you run, get your trinkets to safety. I can't be seen here, so I have to go. And he kind of puts his velvet hood over. And you see as the gnome kind of gets up and he actually takes something out of his back pouch. Because obviously he sees you're all running to go outside, and he throws it to you. It's like this small mechanical device made of like brass and bronze. It's obviously handmade. It's this weird trinket. And he looks at you and he's like, "Only use this if you have to. You'll get questions on where it's from. Now, go. If you're help. You never saw any of us here." And you see us once again. He also runs down one of the many corridors.
That's the
leaving you.
second time we've heard that. It's like we never saw each other. I was like, I think we're gonna get told that a lot. All right, everyone, get ready. We need to move.
Right behind you. Yeah, I want to go outside, see what's up.
Okay, you head outside, and just sounds of fighting as you head back to your right ram get louder and louder. The stone wall kind of closes behind you as you leave, and you run out onto the street, adrenaline coursing through your body, a feeling of lightheadedness and kind of shakiness taking over you, obviously, the prospect of getting into a beast attack. You see a street in ruin, various dead slumped over against houses and the remnants of the Tyrannum. You see these two kind of on the floor, but there's this one who seems to have just recently been killed. His like trademark blue armor being ripped off by a large beast in the center of the street. The place is deserted, and as you look at this beast, it's around 6 feet tall and 12 feet long. It's a quadruped with a kind of almost a feline-like build. It's got these large purple fur, long athletic feline frames, huge paws with razor-sharp claws, and an aerodynamic kind of angular head. It seems to meld together with angular neck, and you see as two ivory tusks curl from a chin area. As you kind of go out the store, the closest one just turns. Its large orange eyes are almost fish-like, just kind of blink and stare directly at you. Its claws dig into the ground, and it just goes to sprint towards you. As it sprints, its frame just tenses and jumps as it jumps about 30 feet straight over your head and just lands behind you. The other one comes forward as you come out the store, and they begin to slowly circle. Its yellow fish eyes full of malice and anger. Blood freshly stained around its mouth. Various screams fill the streets as it... And with that, I think we will go to a break.
Oh.
Oh.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
Roll initiative when we come back and get straight into it.
Oh,
Perfect.
man.
Okay. Alright, is everyone watching? We are going to go for a break for about, I'd say, a 10-minute break. Give us time to get some drinks, do everything we need to, and we'll be back soon. So, yeah.
Nice. All right.
Nice.
Hype.
See you all soon.
Oof. How excited.
Surrender
talking
or
about-
you're toast.
They're still talking about the bread.
Yeah, we've just had an extended conversation about bread and how I'm just saying you're toast before killing someone with a piece
Oh
of
yeah,
bread.
you're there's
Wonderful.
no Instagram.
Yeah, I need to say
Not
that,
yet.
that was an oversight.
I looked it up and there was nothing. I was lied to.
But we do have a Twitter. Make sure you follow us on Twitter.
Yeah,
I want
follow
my
on
money
Twitter.
back.
Was on Twitter. Okay. I need to swap the smooth jazz back to battle music. You can't fight smooth jazz. This isn't Kingsman.
Great
Makes me want
movie.
to play Mordhau.
Oh, Mordor's so fun, man.
It's so fun. I'm gonna play it after this.
Okay. Well, I assume it's going to build some kind of dramatic climax where we can start. Okay. So you come out of a shop into the street. You see these huge purple hulking beasts as they kind of circle you. Predators looking for the next meal. People already lie dead in the streets. The guards that have tried to stop this attack are dead too. And I will swap you over to a battle map.
I may want a chimkin sandwich.
Can you all head over to City Battle?
Yeah.
Oh, that,
Right, it's
don't
loading
mind the,
90%.
mysterious red orbs that was seeing if how much I could run at once. Organized? Yeah, plenty. Okay,
Where? Oh, okay, cool.
so you would have come out. I'll just position everything right. So you came out about there, where the other person jumped to. Ooh, a slow motion jump to about there. This is the position you are in. Learcast, for some reason your token didn't update. Okay. Can everyone roll initiative? No, wait, I'll just put you in a combat encounter, then we can all roll initiative. Foundry, what a wonderful thing. Roll in combat, encounter, wonderful. Okay, so if you head over to the encounter screen, it's like a fist, you can roll initiative.
Solid. Nat 20 initiative. Hell yeah.
Nice.
Ooh. High ass initiative coming out here. Oh my gosh, look at all of us.
Jeez.
It definitely
Oh
and then
no.
there's me.
it definitely beats the last initiative that we did in 0.5 where all of us got below 12.
Oh yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone's token should be up and working, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, I just need to add Learcast's HP.
I thought I healed. I did it earlier, but I guess I never saved.
Oh yeah, you might just need to double click on your character sheet. Oh right, for some reason you still have the injured condition, Lugos. Let me just take it off for you. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, I'll remove Roof as well. Boof, okay. So, first to act to these beasts is Lugos, the ever kind of perceptive person who, as soon as these beasts jump over, you get to act. What are you doing?
Oh man. Alright. So there's one over here, there's one to the right. I think I will go ahead. I'm gonna move for sure. Kind of getting like over here if I can.
You
Yeah.
can move anywhere your movement allows you to.
Alright, I'm gonna go there. And then bam. And I'm gonna pop a shot off at this fellow right here. On the lower part, south of me.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Roll to hit. Excellent. One second. It's a modded 20.
That is still a definite hit.
Nice.
Roll damage for me.
5 damage. Not bad.
Okay. Is
Yeah, from there, I think I'm good actually.
okay.
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
So, but being the first to act, you immediately just run across. You take your longbow off your back elegantly and just fire an arrow across this huge beast. It just hits it right in the side. Just turns its ivory tusk shining as it turns its head straight to you.
Oh shit.
And Maverick, is your turn.
gonna gang up. It is sword time.
Yeah, take the heat off me.
Oof, 14.
That is a hit.
Oh, all
That's
right.
it for me.
Minimum damage. 3.
Oh, okay. So you bring a longsword around, and as you do, it kind of moves, and you just hit this like brunt of its shoulder, and just it kind of glide up slightly.
It was a bad swing. It was still kind of half strapped to my back. The arm motion wasn't there. That's all I'm gonna be doing.
Okay. Then after that, we have the turn of the person you just hit, and just being hit, he kind of glances off, it turns its head straight to you.
That's right, big guy. I'm over here. Come on.
Let's do these rolls in private. That's an 18 to hit.
That meets my armor class.
Beats.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Swung with the wrist instead of the arm.
So
Yeah.
it's as he does this, it's just its claws just goes around and scrapes right across your chest. That is. Oh, actually, I did wrong dice roll there with. Apologies.
Oop. All right.
I'll blame that on.
if it's low, I'll take it.
Sending a message in Discord that blocked my dice screen. Okay, that is 16 hit points of damage.
Whoo! I'm still up.
As it just slices across your chest, badly wounding you.
Damn.
I went from green to red immediately.
That was effectively maximum damage it could have got. Next is the turn of the next one, who is going to run forward and go straight for Joy.
Uh-oh.
Well, it certainly could have crit.
Yeah, if it crit, I would have been immediately down.
Oh no.
That was
Did
a
it?
crit. That was a crit, isn't it?
It was
not a crit.
It was a crit.
Oh.
Oh
no. Bye, Joy.
Joy, no.
It is where I can like show you all like, no, this was a crit.
Uh.
I'm taking it.
We really just jinxed the hell out of that.
We did. Yeah.
Great.
Kobold Fight Club told me this was a medium difficulty encounter. Jesus. Okay. Oh, that's a lot of dice.
Oh God, I don't like the sound of that.
Great. I don't have a lot of hit points,
Oh,
guys.
Oh no, wait! I accidentally rolled d6s instead of d4s. Yeah, don't want to do that instead. Okay. Oh, you lucky sod. Oh, okay. It rolls terribly. That does 13 hit points of damage. Just again, it lunges forward. Its claws come forward and just dig into both your shoulders and kind of tear across.
Lovely.
Okay. Leah
Yeah,
casts.
Joy looks like shit.
Is she dead?
Oh, just almost.
Okay. Let's see.
One more will do it.
How far is the one away from Joy, or well, away from me, I should say?
Away from you, that is about
Oh, how'd you do that?
On the upper left-hand side, if you click on your character icon, the little head, and there's a ruler for measured distance, and then you hold on, click on your character and drag.
I am just wafting my GPU because it's reached a temperature of 95 degrees Celsius.
Okay, I'm gonna move to engage the one in front of Joy then.
Okay. That's a hit.
How do I?
So yeah, nice.
Okay. I'm going to actually use Thunder Smite.
Okay.
Oh.
How do I do that?
That's prime. That is prime right there.
Um,
That is prime.
Is it?
Okay, I need to hit with a weapon. Okay, how do I do that?
Double click on your character sheet. Okay.
Yep.
Go on
It's under
inventory.
inventory. It's next to your weapons.
Yeah, it'll be
under
your longsword.
inventory.
You hover over your longsword. It looks like a D20. Hover over that and it should work.
You click it.
Click it. Okay.
Yep.
There we go.
Yep,
And then
you,
click on the dice in the
Oh no!
chat.
Oh god! Oh god! I messed up. Went the new egg. Hold on. What's going on? I'm messing up. I can't.
You alright?
It's loading. I'm so sorry. It's loading. I accidentally clicked on new egg when I went to go click on the chat.
Just doing some real quick 5-second PC shopping.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looking up how much the 3090s cost.
Oh, I wish.
Too much. It's not worth
okay.
it.
Did I hit? I don't know.
Click on
No,
the
so you
two-hit
click
icon.
on the dice in the chat where it says 2-hit. So 10.
So you bring the longsword around and it kind of turns its head and it gets caught on the white ivory tusk. So kind of a chip comes out. So you grab on it, turns. Its fish kind of orange eyes just blink and fixate on you. Is that your turn?
Wait. So that's not a hit.
Yeah, but it's not a hit, unfortunately.
Okay. Yeah. That's the end of my turn. Then sorry.
Okay.
I'm good now.
Joy. No, I'd say skip. No, keep doing it. There we go. Joy. It's your turn.
Okay. Let's see if I can figure this out. Okay.
Should have a shield too. I think.
Okay. You're
What?
Yeah, sneak attack with your rapier. Okay. Roll to hit.
Pull up. Sorry, my computer's very angry with me right now. There we go. Oh, score.
20 to hit. Nice. I can say.
Hey, that's a max damage.
Okay.
And
Then do your
keep
sneak attack as well.
going.
Max sneak
Nice.
attack.
Oh
my God.
That is woo,
18
Joy
hit points of
MVP.
damage. Okay. It is now a bloodied icon, as you can see, as Joy just comes out of nowhere, just fist attack, kind of rips across you, and you just bring a rapier out, and just you lunge forward, kind of hits right under kind of its sleek, angular neck, and the rapier just drives straight in, it past a thick kind of mound of muscle, just gets a slight kind of twist, and this kind of purple, kind of blackish blood oozes out, and it kind of yelps back in pain.
Remind me not to get on her bad side.
Lugos.
Oh yeah, she's fucking pissed.
Let's fucking go.
Nice.
Let's go.
Lugos, it is your turn to act.
All right. It's my turn to act. Everybody's looking pretty goofed up right now. I think I'm going to stay where I am. Maybe even actually moving back a little bit more, about 20 feet here. And I am going to shoot him again. I'm kind of trying to,
Stay away.
range support, basically.
Okay.
Snipe, snipe, snipe.
Snipe, 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 indeed.
Roll to hit.
All right.
Let's get it, Iggy.
Come on. Oh, that's a 13.
Oof.
Does that hit?
It's just a hit. Roll damage.
Oh, just barely.
Oh, hell
baby.
yeah, let's
go.
get it.
Let me see. 7 damage. Not too bad. Not too bad. Let me see here real quick. Using my bonus action. Let me see. I don't think I could do Zephyr Strike with a ranged weapon. Is that right? It just says a weapon attack roll.
Let me check.
So if it just says weapon attack roll, then yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I should
Yeah.
be able to.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, that works.
Absolutely, man. I'm gonna use Zephyr Strike. And it's gonna deal an extra 1d8
Nice.
on
Roll
yeah.
for me.
Let me see here. So yeah, that's just an extra 1d8 being cast to him.
Nice.
3 for 12, 10 damage.
Nice.
And let's see. Now I have 50 feet of movement on top, or no, 40 left.
Holy Christ!
I don't suppose I could do something a little wild here. How high is this fence?
It's like a courtyard, so probably about 10 feet.
Probably about 10 feet. And is this like a bench right here?
It's a bench, yeah.
How high is that bench?
It's bench height, about 3 feet.
Using the momentum of my Zephyr
you
Strike,
like
I
to-
don't suppose I could jump onto that fence.
Well, you can certainly try.
Do you want me to roll an acrobatics check of some sort?
Acrobatics or athletics, your choice.
Yeah, I'll take acrobatics as I want to. Ooh, that's a nat 20
Yo, let's
Damn.
It is
as a
bench height.
springboard off of the bench, and I scale the wall, and I'm on the wall 10 feet high now.
Hey, how many benches tall is that wall? Is it 3 bench heights tall?
Like 3.1 bench heights.
3.1 tall. Yeah, that's gonna be our new scale of measurement for whenever. How many benches tall are these beasts?
How many benches tall is that Tarask? Okay. So you all watch as Lugos moves back. Once again, he takes another shot, but as he does so, he seems to enchant it with some kind of extra kind of magical energy, and he kind of fires it across. It leaves this kind of weird slipstream behind it as it hits, and it kind of the beast just kind of actually moves like a few feet back before regaining its stance with this huge force that hits it. The arrow drives into it and just punctures straight through. It is looking worse for wear. And with the kind of momentum from this great hit, Lugos just runs to the side. He jumps on a bench, and somehow, you wouldn't imagine a bench is springy, but it seems the wood just kind of springs beneath his feet, giving him an extra jump into the air. And he just does a graceful like flip onto the top of the wall and lands elegantly.
Dope.
Okay, Maverick.
Coughing up blood. He's
Now you're
pissed. That's it. I grip my sword. And I'm gonna look it dead in the eyes. My eyes begin to glow, and I'm gonna hex him.
Are you gonna hex
Uh-oh.
him?
You've really done it now.
Is that a what save is that? Remind me.
No, it's just a spell slot
Ooh.
of concentration. I hex a creature. I curse it as a bonus action.
Okay, I'll give you the concentration thing.
And I'm gonna when I hit, I deal an extra 1d6 necrotic damage.
Okay, nice. And you're going to hit with your longsword.
There it is. Yeah. Why does it give me a +5 to hit with hex? That doesn't make any sense. That's so weird. Oh, because it's a spell. It gives me my spell proficiency. Okay, that's it. Just shows up automatically.
Come on. Oh,
Oh no!
that was so close. To
Not
that
like
one.
this. That was so freaking close.
That is a hit. Roll damage for me with your.
Oh, it's a hit still?
It's still a hit. 13 plus your 4 or whatever it was.
I
17.
thought it was a 5 for a second, but it just tilted a little bit. Okay, it's a 17. Yeah, okay,
17.
cool. So a 1d8 plus 2 plus 1d6 necrotic. Here we go. 6 slashing and 1 necrotic.
Okay. As you've been hit, you kind of turn back and your eyes kind of begin to kind of glow with this golden energy. You bring your longsword out, and the creature it begins to kind of get this weird kind of golden aura around it as you just bring your longsword. It seems to attract itself to the creature as you just slice it in across its leg. Kind of runs down and leaves a large laceration. This wound then begins to kind of sear and burn with the hex damage. It kind of yelps backwards. It is not looking good at all. It is now the Moorbounder's turn.
Uh-oh. Run, Maverick. Run.
No. I refuse to run.
It has just
Fly,
seen
fool.
the damage.
That is one of my flaws in my character that I wrote. I am not running here.
It is.
Yeah.
It is terribly hurt, but
So am I. Good.
exactly.
Feel my pain.
Feel my pain.
That is a 7 plus 6 to hit. That is a 13.
My AC's 18. That's a no.
Oh my god. So it kind
Chainmail
of
shield fighter. Let's go.
And you just bring your shield up. Its kind of claws dig into the shield and leave like these large marks, which in the future will look pretty cool, but probably not when you're fighting for your life. Next is the other Moorbounder, who's going to go for Leokas.
Do it.
Don't say that, it'll be a nat 20 by accident. That is a 16 plus 6, 22 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
I apologize.
That is 16 hit points of damage.
Ooh.
as its claws come around. It actually kind of
Dang.
sweeps at your thighs. It almost like takes you out, knocks you prone. But you kind of just regain your footing, and you look down. You've got this blood just seeping down your legs. It's this searing pain. You feel a bit kind of lightheaded for a second. You rest on your sword before coming back.
Does it automatically take the damage out? Or do I have to do it myself?
If you right click, if you double click on your character sheet and just go to hit points, you can do a negative sign, then the damage, and it will just automatically deduct it. No maths needed.
Oh.
Wait,
Don't forget your 2 temporary HP from that whiskey.
Yeah.
That's not me.
Oh, that's me.
Right. Oh. Oh no, he's unconscious. Oh no!
Right.
I think I did it wrong. I think I did it wrong.
I think you put it to -10 instead of.
Oh, he put his. Oh, he typed in. He literally typed in a negative HP instead of just. Okay.
Yeah, no, that's.
Wait, I think you'd be on 4. Yes, you'd be on 4.
There you go. Okay, never mind.
Hey, Cass, isn't that now your turn? You've just.
That was close.
Okay. Snap. Okay.
The music, it's intense.
Is
Extremely.
Shit.
I guess I'm gonna attack his creature and I'm gonna try to Thunder Smite again.
Okay, roll to hit with your weapon.
come on, leader cast.
Yes, nice, definitely.
Not bad at all.
Roll to hit.
Okay.
No, roll to sorry, roll damage.
How do I? Okay. I'll roll.
What damage is Thunder Smite? Sounds like it'd be a D8. I don't actually know off the top of my head though.
Yep, for your rolling damage, by the way, it's just
It's a
under the
D8.
chat.
It's
Yeah,
a
it's
D8.
just under.
Oh, yeah.
D8.
I have a shield as well.
Oh, it says I think it's actually 2d6. Yeah, it's 2d6.
For what, the
for
long?
your longsword. Yeah.
Under a smite.
How do I now add the smite damage?
If you just do /R 2d4 like that, just throughout the
2d6.
job.
Yeah. Oh, was it 2d4 or
Apparently
2d6?
the Moorbounder said that. I was maybe saying that.
He's giving you some help.
He's just like, that hurt. 2d4.
Is it 2d4?
Is it
And,
2d4?
Oh, 2d6. It's 2d6 thunder damage.
Yeah, there you go.
Sorry, 2d6. Yeah.
and
Eight
then it
thunder
needs
damage.
to make it needs to succeed a strength check. I don't know what the save would be. If it's not dead, I don't know if it's dead or not.
Is it? Yeah. What's your? You're like a paladin or sorcerer. What is your save DC?
It'll be your charisma. What's your charisma bonus? I'll let you just check in the character sheet. That's probably the quickest way to do it. If anyone is actually watching a stream, they could probably hover over on the right side and see it quicker than us. See what other characters there.
My charisma is a +4.
Okay, your spell save is DC 12. Okay. It's a strength save, right?
Yep.
Wonderful. What's the strength of these things? Oh, meaty.
It meted.
Meaty. Very strong.
Did it pass it?
Let me just see. That is an 8 + 4, 12.
Oh,
speeds.
so it
it's
is
not
not.
pushed
It's
away.
pushed back 10 feet and it's knocked prone.
Oh, I think it passed it though.
Yeah, it passed unfortunately, so it isn't
Oh, yeah,
pushed back.
right.
It's just, you kind of hit him as thunderous energy just ripples outwards. It digs its floor into this cobbled stone and just kind of moves backwards. You see these huge scratch marks it leaves. Joy.
Alright. This is. I'm going to use a bonus action,
Oh.
and I'm going to teleport 30 feet on top of this building.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, you all watch this. All of a sudden, Leah casting kind of this with this kind of boof in this very Nightcrawler-esque fashion, just boof, boof on top of a building, kind of patching his wounds on the top.
Oh shit! Oops.
A
Okay.
cloud of purple smoke. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
The injured Joy kind of looking back. Leah cast has just left you, so unfortunately your sneak attack will no longer apply, but yeah.
Yeah.
Murder it.
I'm
Okay,
gonna try.
roll to hit.
Ooh.
Oh, that was with advantage, but lowest, that still looks like it'd be a 16, which is still a hit.
How did I do that on accident? I don't know how I rolled with advantage.
Is one of your dice a little icon's green on the Twitch, not the Twitch, but the Foundry chat?
Oh, yeah.
Keep clicking it until it goes back to just white.
That is
Because if it's
okay.
red, it's disadvantage. If it's white, it's normal. If the dice is green,
Cause let me just
it's
try
advantage.
something.
Oops.
Does that
No,
work?
you good.
Yay!
Yay! Hey, that worked. The crowd cheers from the comfort of their
We have a
homes.
studio audience.
Hey.
What joy. How do you want to do this?
Oh, awesome. I'm going for his heart.
Go for his heart, okay.
Oh, yes.
So, any more specific style? You're just gonna lunge in?
No, I'm just gonna lunge in and go for it.
Okay. So, as Laycast teleports off, you kind of look back at this beast. It kind of fixates its eyes on you, glowing with anger. Its claws dig in, slowly pacing towards you. You bring a rapier forward, once again, still covered in the creature's blood, and you pretty much just kind of... Its heart is obviously, like, under kind of its ribcage. And you pretty much just slide underneath it and just thrust your rapier upwards. And you kind of... It kind of goes still for a second as this kind of blood just trickles down your arm, kind of onto your shoulder and stuff as you're underneath, just thrusting your rapier upwards. It kind of twitches over and then just topples over to one side with a heavy thud. Dead.
Yay, but she looks absolutely disgusted with the blood that got on her arm. She is just trying to get it off at any means possible as she's standing there.
Lugos.
Okay. Probably just do what Lugos does best. You know what? You'll stop being a coward. I do have like 60 feet of movement until the spell ends after casting it, so I'm gonna go ahead and support Maverick because I think he's looking a little injured. So I'm gonna leap off the wall, do a sick flip, like that, and then like rush to his side, and I'm gonna attack him with my short swords.
Okay.
Whipping him out. Here we go. Oh man, that's unfortunate. That's my main short sword, and then I'll follow that up with the offhand attack as well. What? Anyways, I'll just roll it, whatever.
Yeah.
Let me see here. +5. Okay. Oh man.
And that one, oh no, you being a hero.
Unfortunately, both of those don't hit, man. That sucks.
Is that your turn?
Let me see here. I moved 45 feet here. I still have like 15 feet of movement. Let me see here. My movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks, so I'm gonna go ahead and back up 15 feet. I basically like the wind. I just like dash backwards. Sort of scared that didn't hit. I'm like, oh shit, and that's the end of my turn.
Distracting for sure.
Lugos is perched on the safety of his wall, and you see as he kind of jumps off and, as he says, does a sick flip, kind of lands, runs forward, brings his short swords out, and just but this creature's claws just come up and like bat the short swords away as it goes onto its hind legs. I will say, these things are like 12 feet long, so seeing it go onto its hind legs, it almost blocks out the sun as it comes down. It kind of knocks the short swords aside, it makes direct eye contact with Leokas, obviously having his attention, and then you just dart backwards as fast as you can as this thing is now advancing towards you. Maverick, it's your turn.
Hey, oh, he's down here, buddy. 16.
Yeah, roll damage.
Here we go. This and some hex damage.
Okay, nice.
9 slashing, 1 hex.
It has 10 hit points left. How do you want to do this?
Yes.
Hey. So, as after the totally sick flip and flurry of blaze by Lugos, the attention is diverted. Hey, down here, big guy! And looks down and basically slices Achilles tendon. He's gonna collapse and fucking bleed out.
Yeah, so as it turns to you, bear down there, just kind of lunges forward, its mouth opening to get you. Its tusks almost hit you, but you just slice its tendon. Especially with a hex damage, it kind of causes it to burn and like kind of burn and like glow slightly. It kind of keels over to one side, and this blood just pours from its wounds. It kind of slowly shakes and then goes still dead.
Whew.
As it kind of topples over onto its side, you kind of take a breath and you see a symbol on this thing's neck. It's you're really the first to notice this due to the adrenaline of the fight calm down, but you see this symbol on its neck. Lugos, you get kind of a faint glimpse of this as you kind of move backwards.
Okay.
What is everyone doing?
Combat's over now.
Combat is over now.
I'll come down from my little roof. And I'm going to heal the tiefling.
Oh, thank you.
What does the symbol look like?
You recognize it.
I do recognize the symbol.
It is the same one that you found on the wargs.
Oh, interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and taking out like a knife. Can I go and skin that symbol off of the animal?
Yeah, you just kind of you get this kind of patch of purple fur with this kind of it's almost like a branded into it of this quite angular geometric symbol, and you actually put that in your bag with the same kind of piece of flayed flesh you have from a warg.
Actually, I think Leocast has the worthless, doesn't he?
I think you both
Joy,
do.
you have 12 HP back.
I think we both got one.
Thank you.
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and walk up to Leocast and show him the brand from the creature. Oi, Shadow Boy, doesn't this look familiar to you?
That's another marker.
Right, similar to the what we found on the wargs in the fucking warehouse.
What the fuck? More of them.
Right. What the fuck were these things? Fucking large creatures. Looking like fucking panthers or something, I don't know.
You can make a check if you'd like to figure out.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, that'll be a nature
Nature.
check.
I'm gonna go talk. I'm gonna go to the other guy and touch him on his shoulder, and he's gonna gain 5 HP back.
Yeah.
18.
Yo, thank you.
No
Okay.
problem.
So, firstly, I'll deal with it. Yeah, you recognise these things from your time in the woods. They're what's referred to as a moorbounder. These huge predator beasts, often travelling in packs, and they're relatively docile for the most part. They can be tamed. They can be prized mounts to some, but they don't often act with violence on their own whims. There's always kind of someone. They're relatively, obviously being docile, they will only attack if a trainer has told them to.
Oh.
Actually, come to think of it, and I approach the rest of the group, Leocast and Maverick. I know a little bit about these creatures. They're moorbounders. They're usually docile by nature, but they run in packs. It would seem that they have been tamed or something by some sort of person, or I'm not really sure what. But it's just like the wargs that we found in a warehouse about a day ago. I'll show the piece of flesh to Maverick as well.
Yeah, it's kind of this flayed piece of flesh with this brand quite charred into it.
How in the world would anyone be able to tame these savages?
Oh, they're not that hard to tame. They can be used as prized mounts by a lot of people. But the real question is, why? And why are they attacking the fucking town?
Wait, did you just say prized mounts?
Aye.
There are rich people that would barter for these?
I would think so. Yeah, you're onto something, I think.
Oh,
Is
maybe
there is there a noble around that would sick these upon the villagers?
Can't say I really know, but that gentleman inside the white ram, he looks noble, right?
he's got to know other wealthy individuals.
Aye, maybe if we can get a hold of him, we should ask him.
Did you mention this symbol to them? Did they recognize it?
Aye, I didn't think it was important, but maybe it might be connected somehow.
Huh.
Maybe they could recognize the symbol. Maybe it's a house symbol of sorts.
Or a rival group.
By the way, my name is Lugos. I don't think we've had the time to actually get introduced to each other.
No, Mikhail.
Mikhail. Interesting name. And you are? And I point to the tiefling.
I'm Joy. It's nice to meet you.
Oh, looking real fancy. Walking around with all that jewelry. Nice to meet you too.
You, sir, that also brandishes the sword. I look towards Leikos. You are... I don't think we've got introduced.
Hello, I'm Leokos.
You look
Are you
injured as
feeling any
well. Would
better?
you like some healing in return? Least I can do is return the favor.
I wouldn't say no.
You get 11 points of healing back. This is all I can muster, but it helps when it's needed.
I appreciate it very much.
As you begin to finish up this conversation, the streets have gone more silent. Salty wind blowing through the afternoon air. She kind of stands next to the two huge corpses of these quite gargantuan beasts, various dead around you. As you stand here getting introduced, a cry comes out towards you. You look, and three guardsmen adorned in a kind of a blue metal chestplate and a kettle helm and a black gambeson underneath, each come just storming up from one of the main streets from the inner mill direction, short swords drawn. Hey, you! Who are you? What happened here?
Lucas, hide that emblem.
Oh yeah. I tuck the emblem into my pouch.
Give us some answers,
Sneakily.
or we'll attack.
We defended this place from these beasts.
Aye, better than what you would offer. We fucking slayed these fuckers.
Lugos, don't...
You slayed what? These men? And he points to the fellow guardsman on the floor, with their chest plates ripped off.
Don't be ridiculous, sir. I'm talking about the fucking beasts here. It's were the beasts that attacked these men.
What did you see? Where did they come from?
We were inside a shop. We heard commotion running outside. We gathered up. There were two of these, what did you call them, Lugos?
They're more bounders.
More
running
bounces.
rampant.
And they kind of turn and have a conversation like, what? And because they're about 20 feet away from you, they kind of gently ebb closer to you across the courtyard. The leader of them has like a thick black beard. He looks tired and a big cloak on. Why did you help then?
Why did I help who?
Why did you help? Here. It's not often we get people who are proficient in slaying in the city.
Why did I help the people of
Yeah.
the city, you mean? What the fuck kind of question is that?
Yeah, why
Of
wouldn't
course
we
I
help
helped them.
them?
Because it isn't your job. Sort of
Oh,
tyranny
I
before.
obviously.
Maybe at this point, maybe it should be.
Are you here trying to undermine public order? Is that
No,
what
we're not
doing?
here trying to undermine public order, but obviously you didn't come rushing out until they were dead, right?
Look to the left of you. That's Davy there. You see that massive wound on his neck? How am I going to tell his wife about that? And you're going to say he didn't come rushing out to help. He was dead before you even got here.
Why?
Many more villagers would be dead too if we weren't here.
Roll persuasion.
Ooh.
I go and put the longsword back on my back and call back out to them. I suggest you sheath your weapons as we are doing ours.
You don't tell the guardsman what to do, boy.
We don't want no trouble, sir. We were just doing what was right.
Where were you this whole time?
We were in the inner mill, patrolling.
Who's we? Where's the others?
Me and two fellow guardsmen here, and he points to the person at either side of his shoulder.
What took you guys so long to get here?
The inner mill is about a 20-minute run. We got here in good time, I'd say so. Why does it interest you so much, eh?
Just curious. That is all.
Interested in how this place seems to be a bit short-staffed.
Aye. So what? What's going to happen now, sir? Are we in trouble or something for helping?
They kind of, again, have a conversation with each other. And just... they kind of stare at you intently for a second, and then with short swords put in their sheath. They approach you, closer still. Well, if you really did help, I'm gonna have to take a statement, I think. Figure out what happened here.
Alright.
What can you tell us about the beasts?
Well,
How did they act?
Like savages.
I spent a long time in the woods, different city, long ways away. I'm sort of natural with these types of things. They're called moorbounders. They're large beast creatures that make their home in the woods. They can be tamed by a lot of people. Usually, they're thought to be sought after by nobles and such as prized mounts. They are usually docile creatures unless tamed and taught to attack.
Thank you for your candor. But it's...
Aye.
Where can we find you? If we need to come back for more questions.
I want to insight check that question, maybe see if there's any ill intent behind it. Maybe.
Go ahead.
Fuck.
Everything's fruity.
So do we get a reward?
Oh, I don't know. You can ask around for Lugos. Chances are I'll be in the city somewhere. I don't really have a place here that I'm staying at.
Well, don't worry, we'll find you. And his head snaps around as soon as he hears mention of rewards. Do you want a reward for doing a good deed?
Actually, yeah. Do you see how bloody and hurt we are?
Give me a second. And he turns around and talks to his friends, and you hear like... What do you mean? What do you mean? What are we supposed to do? To return back. Look, I can't give you an award right now, but I'll refer you to my superior, and if there's anything non-monetary that comes up, I'm sure we can get it to you. We've probably got a few things in the works, tickets to shows and the like, you know.
I'll take that as a no. Alright then.
Yeah, again, there's a look around, and the guard begins to talk, but as he does so, large heap of guards actually begin to arrive on the scene. Obviously, there's only 3 there for the moment. You see about another 10 arrive in kind of a marching formation, boots clacking against the cobblestone. You see, between this kind of square of Tyrannum, there's a man dressed in flowing silk robes in between. Tyrannum appeared to be his private security of sorts, and he kind of comes in, he inspects the scene, and slowly waltzes over to you all. He appears to be a human male with brown hair in a central kind of parting. And he's got these kind of cutting blue eyes, and a kind of innocently handsome face and a charming grin, and he approaches you all and kind of... He's much more forward than Tyrannum. He outstretches a hand for a handshake to you all. I'm Colonel Bard. I glimpsed what you did here. You have my deepest thanks. And he kind of goes to shake all your hands.
Lady Costa thinks to himself, all I get for a reward is a goddamn handshake.
I give Leocosta a couple pats on the shoulder, and then I go to shake the man's hand.
Have they given you a reward?
No, they have not.
Schofield, come on. I'm so sorry about that. I'm a deputy townmaster. I'll see what we can arrange for our town heroes here, you know?
Aye.
So I take it you aren't too hurt?
A bit beat up now, but resources are a bit dry after that.
Well, in all honesty, you have my deepest thanks and condolences, and if you see me out and about on the street again, I'm obviously quite a recognizable figure, and he kind of gestures down at his pink robes. I'd be more than happy to buy you a drink or an item at a magic establishment if that's what you so desire. And his head kind of looks over to for Moorbounder, the kind of a far one. What's that symbol on the you see the symbol? And he kind of gestures at have a far Moorbounder symbol on it. Was that there then when you arrived?
Well, looks like it's branded into the neck.
Aye, it looked like some sort of brand on the creature.
We weren't sure what it was.
So what you said is probably true, Lugos. If these things can be trained, these have probably been prodded and tortured to be angry, primal beasts.
Excuse me all, I better be off. Have a wonderful evening. And the guy in silk robes just hurriedly kind of turns around and barks an order to his private security and effectively kind of jogs down the street to the inn.
Oh, I guess sketchy.
Strange.
Oh, what was that about?
I'm not sure. But 2 things come to mind about that. One, either he's an idiot and he has a direct connection to these, or 2, he recognizes the symbol before. If he's the one that created these, he wouldn't be dumb enough to bring it up.
Or even if he recognized it, I don't think. Why would he bring it up? It doesn't make sense.
Right, why would he bring it up?
Maybe to see if we recognized it?
Probably.
I surely don't recognize it. Maybe we need to track him down later for some questioning, perhaps. I don't know. I'm keen to find out more.
We'll find out what the funny man under the ram knows about this. He's got to know some other wealthy individuals.
Okay.
That's a good starting point.
With this, once again, Tyrannum kind of begin to cordon off the area, put blankets over the bodies, and Tyrannum you first talk to approaches you. Hey, you all should probably take a hike. This is now a guard area, and for all you did, you are no longer welcome here. I suggest you go and grab a drink. Do some shopping.
Wait, did you just say we're no longer welcomed here?
in this area, it's now an active investigation scene.
Very well, come on, Miakas.
Before I go, can I do like one more glance over the one of the beasts?
You can. What are you searching for?
I'm just kind of trying to see like what kind of condition they're in, if there's any tells of the environment they've been kept in.
Okay.
What would that be? A perception investigation?
Like dirt under the feet, that kind of thing. The smell of
Yeah.
pine of trees.
Yeah.
I'd say if you're delving that deep and detailed, investigation.
Nice.
Ooh.
17.
These
Nice.
people obviously kept in a rocky environment, but obviously there's some kind of pine. Was it a pine needle? Kind of in the pores, kind of in the crevasses. Obviously in the woods, but maybe a cave or something like that. You see quite visible kind of erosion on the path, which are only caused by quite rough rocks.
Oh, rough rocks, pine needles. And what kind of condition are they in? Are they starved? Are they well fed?
Look well fed and well kept. See, the fur isn't like matted at all. Looks like it's been brushed and.
I will definitely note that down for sure.
Oh yeah. Some rich individual definitely took care of these.
Oh, 100%.
Oh yeah. Some roughneck rangers probably wouldn't take as good care of these. No offense, Lucas. I'm kidding.
Well, come on. Let's see.
Okay.
Is there a notes section for Foundry?
I think there is.
Journal entries. Let me see here.
Can you create an entry?
I can definitely try. I can only have the search journal entries right now, I think.
Let me see. Sorry all, just sorting out Foundry. Oh no, I think I just actually showed you the contents of that. I don't know how to do it at the moment. I think, yeah. But you're obviously taken out of this area, put back onto the rather bustling mid-late afternoon streets. The day is yours.
So we were not paid any sort of reward by
You were not
Nada.
paid. No.
anybody.
We can't go back to the room. We're probably going to be watched by guards for the next day.
Oh, it's best we
Probably
get
go to a public place.
out of here. Oh, you got me and Leo, of course, got a room at the Broken Blade Inn if you want to maybe pop by.
I'm assuming it's better than the crossed axe.
Well, I'm not really sure about the crossed axe, but it's interesting.
Do they have hammocks or beds?
They have beds. Aye.
All right,
Oh,
Joy, we got a better
please.
place.
But do you like the
Thank
constant
you.
smell of smoke in the air?
Oh, that doesn't bother me.
As long as we don't have to share sleeping hammock rooms with about a half a dozen other people, I think we'll be all right.
God, that was horrible.
Oh,
I'm sure it
the
doesn't
bartender
bother
was
you.
pretty sweet. She was quite kind, but that was kind of the
Yes.
only good thing about it.
I have to agree with you there.
All right. I look to Leo cast and nod my head yeah, should we go?
So are you heading back to the Broken Blade?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay. Now I will remind you, because obviously your characters would remember this, when you booked your room at the Broken Blade, she did say that you could only have one night because the next night a party had booked. So unfortunately you are out of a room for a night. But you kind of
Okay.
you
I might have an idea to get us a room.
pardon?
Oh, I was talking to the party.
Oh.
I think I have an idea, but they're not gonna like it. I have an idea how we get the room at the tavern. And,
We just find another place to stay if it's really that big of a deal.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We're actually out of room because I believe the lovely bartender there said that a party had booked our rooms for the night, so unfortunately, I think we're actually out of room. But what's your idea, Leokos?
Well, she did say she needed help all the time. Maybe we could get something at the tavern?
Are you talking about working for her again?
That indeed. That indeed.
Oh, feck.
I don't work. That is not, no. That doesn't work for me.
Yeah. Well, as much as energy I still have left in me today, I'm a bit spent as long as it's not slaying beasts or forcing stone statues.
Let's go hunt down. Let's go hunt down a dragon.
Oh, that sounds lovely. That sounds quite. And then the guards all rush into the dead dragon's corpse and then give us handshakes.
Of course, the best
All
reward.
right. They come to claim the dragon's hoard and say, "Oh, well, thanks for slaying the dragon, but why did you do it?"
Now get the fuck out.
I don't like this place.
So
You're right there, Mr. DM. You're dying.
yeah.
Maybe that creepy spice mage person was right. So I'd hate to admit it.
So yeah, you are back in the Broken Blade. It's actually relatively packed. It is for Lewis and Lake Acid, it is the same as you first saw it when you arrived. It's completely packed. People playing darts. People kind of just going about with daily activities. You get the sense this is kind of a late afternoon break for many of the dock workers before they go back for a few hours. So they're making the most of it and making the jobs more enjoyable by having a drink or two. It's very crowded and thrumming, and people don't really pay much attention to you as you walk in, but there's also a slight kind of sadness in the air. It's obviously the news of the attack has reached around. The bartenders are working slower. People tend to be, instead of rowdy and excited, they're more kind of just taking comfort in the company of others. But you arrive. What's everyone doing?
I want to pull the group aside to a more secluded part of the tavern. Or the inn, I mean.
Yeah, you kind of just go off to, like, most of the tables are full, but you kind of find an area which is a bit out of the way.
Alright, huddle close. Because apparently we're fucking working together now. Because of the White Ram bullshit. We need to visit there again, by the way. Alright? I feel like we didn't get the full rundown of it.
I agree. I think we were interrupted by the attack. There's definitely more information that we're missing.
Aye. By the way, how were you two even roped into this whole thing? I'm curious.
Well, a couple hours out of Or's Rest, there was a town square villa that was under attack. This warehouse, converted warehouse, seemed to be converted into some sort of study or laboratory of some sort. This very capable spellcaster who introduced himself as a spice mage that was some sort of an associate to this group that were roped into, accidentally created a living statue that wreaked havoc on the court square. It was, oh god. Two people unfortunately had died in the encounter, but we were kind of just there. We worked together to defeat this stone beast. It was actually the spice mage who kind of blasted it with a lightning bolt after I healed him. He was very well, not to be obvious about it, but he was pretty sketchy.
Yeah, he was very odd.
Immediately skipped town pretty much after.
And told us not to mention his name to very many people.
Well,
And that
I
we
don't
never
trust
saw
that
him.
100% to not do that.
Right.
Plus, it seems the people of the White Ram know about him. Anyway, so I think he's on the inside with us.
Well, me and fucking Leo here, we were roped in by a poor farmer of sorts who lost his grain. We helped him out. He didn't have shite for gold to pay us or nothing. We didn't really do it for the gold, though. He told us to meet him at the White Ram the next day, and I guess here we fucking are. Rescued his grain from a couple of wargs. They were bearing the same mark, by the way. Bestial creatures, sort of similar to those things, but more savage and ugly. Think like a wolf, but really big and ugly, basically.
I wonder if that's related. Joy, when we fought that stone statue, when we asked him why he made it, if it was going to just go run rampant out of control, he said he made it to protect. I wonder if that spice mage guy knew that this, whatever we're fighting with these beasts, he knows we're fighting beasts, and he's creating his own to retaliate. I know it's a bit of a far stretch, but
Yeah, he said he was commissioning a piece for some nobleman, I'm assuming, and wanted to add a little spice to it.
Wait, the nobleman.
Yeah, the spice mage was commissioning like a statue of sorts, but then added magic into it to protect the household. And it went wrong, so...
I wonder if it's the nobleman that we met under the ram.
That's what I'm wondering.
He was the one that commissioned the statue.
Right, maybe he would know something more. Another thing, before we parted ways outside of the White Ram with the lovely guards, I had a quick look over as I passed by the corpse of one of those moorbounders. I picked up a scent and I spotted something there. I can tell a lot by the environment they've been kept in. Definitely something that's a stony, rocky environment. They were quite dirty and dusty. But they smelled of pine needle, and I even saw a pine needle stuck in one of their foots. Feet? I don't know. Feet. On top of that, they seem that they're well fed and groomed, so they're well kept as well.
Rocky environment. Well, the only thing I can think of is the mountains to the north.
Aye. Some sort of cave or something that they're definitely near a forest of sorts.
I wonder if there's some sort of forced outcropping outside the mountain range. The two
I would assume wherever they're kept isn't far from here. I mean, how else would they have gotten to attack the town where they did without
anyone
causing
catching
some
them?
sort of... Exactly. Quite odd, or magic of sorts to teleport them in. Then we've got a bigger problem on our hands if that's the case.
Also, not to sound like a broken record or nothing, but that fellow in the pink robes, he pointed out the symbol. That was strange, right? He was weird.
It was fucking weird.
He was really weird.
First off, anyone that would know anything about these beasts would probably notice it, so he has some experience with these beasts, or else he wouldn't have found that out in the first place.
Well, do we know if they're normally branded? Like if someone were to buy them as a mount or whatever, are they normally branded for their household?
Roll me a just a standard intelligence check.
Second.
I mean, they put collars on dogs, I don't see what else.
Right.
They're not usually branded, and often people only obviously have
Okay.
one that's like a mount, not often multiple.
Okay.
Unless... My knowledge on magic is very limited, unless this spark isn't just a branding, it's a curse.
A sort of curse.
I'm not That I'm not. I'm not really sure. A curse that makes them go mad and feral.
Oh, shite. um,
So, I mean,
that's
the
right. We
thing
got.
is, if it's in their primal nature, they wouldn't need the mark in the first place to change their behavior. So the only other thing that I might suggest is have someone magically inclined be able to identify if this is some sort of rune or a curse mark. Someone preferably that has no connection to noblehood.
Well, I kind of know a little bit about the mark, but it could be a cover-up.
Maybe. Sounds like we have to still talk to that funny fellow in the group.
Yeah,
Fellow
the thing
noble.
is, I'm not sure. We can look into this, right? But I'm a little skeptical. But this symbol here is related to the Bloodhunter Order. I'm not sure if you know about them.
Bloodhunter. No.
It took a little bit for my memory to jog it, but about yesterday we got it looked at by someone, or we recognized it.
Some sort of an order dealing with blood magics?
Yes.
I'm not sure if it's blood magics or not, but blood hunters usually hunt beasts, right? Creatures.
Beast creatures, but that's the problem is if we're trying to find them, that's not going to happen. I guess the rumor has it they find us.
Right, yeah. They're known as the White-Hide Covenant, I believe. We could ask around about them. That's another lead to look into.
Wow, we sure have our hands full.
You know what? What if it is a rival group? You said you had dealing with these beasts with the very same markings, conveniently attacking someone that knows about the White Ram situation. And then we go to the White Ram, a meeting place of this enclave, and we're attacked by the beasts with the same marks. It seems that this underground organization is being followed by these marked beasts and this, well, blood hunter people that you mentioned. It's not coincidence that they're just within earshot distance of this group every single time.
It might be plausible.
I think they're just trying to snuff out the cabal. I think someone's planning on attacking and getting rid of them.
Why? Well, where do we go from here then?
Fucking hells, I don't know. If we stick around here, we're probably going to have more beasts sent after us. We're going to get roped into this, and with the gods' way they're behaving, we'll probably be thrown into jail for trying to do the right thing.
Should we even be seen talking to each other?
Fucking not. I say our best bet is to probably try to find that terrain that matches your description.
Why?
If we can't find that gnomish fellow. But we can't go back to that place, especially if there's people in a separate group that knows where these hideouts are and deliberately attacking them. The gods are obviously going to be no help, and, well, we're just going to be leading an enemy faction right to them.
Besides, I'm sure if they need to talk to us, I'm sure they have their ways of finding us.
It all just doesn't add up. There's something missing. But whatever that may be, I'm not really sure.
Okay, so with mountains of information kind of coming at you in every single direction,
Yeah.
you retire to the tavern for a few hours, I assume, have some drinks and continue to talk and sort your feelings out on everything that's going on. You kind of, I assume you drink, right? Like just an ale or so to think over. But
Yeah.
Leo cost.
Yes.
I'm gonna roll my short rest healing die here.
yeah, you all take a short rest as you kind of just sit and drink and probably get very difficulties from all the smoke inhalation, which is once again started up with one inside smoking, but nice.
Oh.
Lots of hit points back there.
Oh, you know what? I'll actually use my fighter's second wind.
Yeah, everyone
top of
roll their hit dice fed like. Don't have to, but if you want some hit points back. feel free
Oh,
to
that
spend a hit dice.
is great.
You are cursed, man. You are cursed.
Yeah, I know. It's all coming back to me for cursing.
Okay, so yeah, take a short rest, so apply that. And then by this time, it's about 5 in the evening. It's a late autumn day, so about this point, the sun is starting to very rapidly set. You look out of these kind of grimy small windows, set into these kind of small Tudor walls. You see the last light kind of gently dancing in, illuminating itself on the tavern. And as 5 o'clock is reached, a bell tolls throughout the city. You haven't heard this before, but of course, Lucas and Lucas, you've been here for 2 days. John Maverick, you've been here for 1, and neither of you have heard it before. And it's this kind of, it's a solemn bell. It rings out throughout the city. It rings 6 times. And then after it rings, seemingly everyone falls into a silence. People kind of look at one another. Even the drunk dock workers kind of are quiet. They kind of bow their heads. And you see various people kind of begin to mill out into the streets, including the bartender. And as you see the door kind of swinging open, which is then actually held open by someone, you see various vendors have come out onto the streets selling these large white candles, and various people are buying them, lighting them, and then kind of walking in a procession somewhere. It seems to be some kind of ceremony, is for best you can tell at this time.
I swear to God, we're in some kind of cult town.
Yeah, I looked at the rest of them like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh, I forgot my other hit die. Oh,
Is there any people near us?
There's just a few people kind of leaving, a few like stragglers.
Hey, what's going on?
So they kind of turns like, shh, you don't know what's going on?
Not
Sorry,
really.
we're travelers.
Well, this is like a relatively old guy with like a receding hairline, and he just kind of looks disgusted and walks off. But then another guy approaches behind him. He's like this big, jovial guy, large like black beard that's like plaited into multiple lines, and he says, "Hey, you guys don't know what's going on, do you?"
No, we're travelers. I've only been here for less than a day and a half.
Oh, well, look, you stick with me. We're just, it's a ceremony.
Okay.
We're just respecting the dead and the attack, you see. So, just follow my lead. Yeah? Okay.
Sure.
What? I don't really want to follow that guy.
And the big guy kind of limbers out into the street. He approaches one of the sellers and gets a candle and goes to like stand to one side and seems to wait for you to do the same. He seems to have become an impromptu guide.
I will grab a candle. I did the same thing when 2 fallen from the gargoyle. Did respect the dead. So
I have my own candles, so I'll just use one of my candles.
You don't trust anything. All the candles freaking explode.
God,
it's a fuse to a stick of dynamite. Haha, you have been had.
Oh my god.
Joke's on you.
Yeah, but the entire town just.
I mean, shit, a mastermind, that would be pretty clever. I gotta write that down for one of the kids.
I am also writing that
You
down.
know what? I just realized. I'm going to also, since I'm a paladin, at first, respecting the dead. Sorry, I zoned out. I'm gonna put on my vestments.
Oh.
And I'm gonna actually take out a block of incense. And you know how Catholics have the incense with the chain on it?
Yes.
The sensors, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull one of those out and just light it and kind of walk with the guy.
Okay.
Pope Leocus here.
Yeah.
Boy. Shadow boy. It's a little overkill, isn't it?
Respecting the dead is never overkill, Lugos. Maybe one day I'll do this for you. When you die from alcoholism.
Ugh.
Try so hard not to laugh.
Maybe one day I'll do it for you when I fucking kill you.
Okay, Maverick chuckles at
You could try Leocost, but you might be too drunk to even swing a sword. I mean, look at you. You're too drunk to even get a date.
Oh, go on, Chip, please.
Yeah, as you kind of engaging in this conversation, there's quite a few distasteful looks from the mournful people walking past.
Oh, what are you looking at?
I just kind of tut and continue on.
I will take out my holy symbol and hold that in between my hands.
Do you happen to know which god your holy symbol is to, or have you not worked it out yet?
I have not worked that out yet.
Okay, let's just hope it isn't overtly
I
sacrilegious.
forgot. Part of my one of my traits is I have every single holy symbol.
Oh.
Do I see anybody with a holy symbol?
From your time in this town, you've seen various statues and engravings of a god known as Melora, the wild mother, essentially like the goddess of the sea.
I never thought my this personality trait would come in handy.
Melora! Oh yeah,
I guess I'm gonna take her holy symbol out then and wrap it around put it around my neck.
Okay.
I do not have such things.
Neither do I. Joy's just gonna grab a candle and follow.
Pope Leocost will bless you all. Don't worry.
I might burn if you do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, please don't.
Come here.
No.
My holy
We're
symbol
gonna
being
vibe
Okay.
out with gods without gods over here.
No, come here. It's okay. Come here.
No. We're gonna vibe without gods over here.
Yeah, we're okay. Thank you.
Hey! What's taking you so long? Come on.
Alright, we follow.
This is over.
I really hope this big guy is just big in like a cuddly bear type of way and not like a break your neck, like a tree branch kind of way.
So the town falls into a hush as everyone begins to walk, and like the town seems to be lit by thousands of like flickering candles in the cold night. In each street, a procession of people begins to join together. Families, friends, workers, all holding a candle between their hands, marching onwards, some crying, some hugging and sniffling, whilst others simply march, stone-faced. A steady, grave drumbeat emerges from the town as leaders of the procession begin to play a mournful tune. Brass instruments join in, offering a rhythm to the boots clattering over the cobble. The procession begins to merge into one as the streets come together, continuing to march onwards. You're like merging into this with like your big kind of new acquaintance next to you, and he as you're doing so, he kind of talks to you in a hushed voice. It's quite a Have any of you heard like the Remembrance kind of tunes which they play?
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah.
lots of brass instruments, very kind of slow and powerful, that kind of stuff. That's kind of what's playing, and he says in like a hushed voice as he's talking to, he's like, "So, you guys are from around here?"
No.
No?
No.
Never
None
would have
of us
guessed.
are.
You just look like you'd fit in so well.
Thanks.
I'm being sarcastic.
Oh.
Appreciate the sarcastic humor in these times, actually.
My name's Scott. I'm an innkeeper. Have you heard of the Maiden, the Mug? That's my inn.
I heard that's one of the worst inns to go to.
You probably heard that from Malcolm, didn't you? Jesus Christ, fucking Malcolm, man. Oh. Don't listen to Malcolm. He's.
Who's Malcolm?
Oh, you didn't hear it from Malcolm. Oh, that's a shock. Malcolm just likes to badmouth my business because I slept with his wife.
Oh,
Oh,
I took a turn for okay.
Well, this is quite a conversation for a few.
well, that would
Actually,
make sense.
actually, Scott, we actually need somewhere to stay.
Oh, I have quite a few rooms available. You'd be more than welcome.
How much are they?
Are they actual beds?
It's not like the cross decks where it's just a hammock, half a dozen other sweaty sleeping people here.
Oh, the cross stacks. What a wonderful place. But no, we have an exotic room, if you'd like that. That's a futon. Have you ever slept on a futon? Oh, it's another world. Solves all of your back pains.
How much are we?
I like this
Lovely.
guy. He has futons.
He's already sold. Futon.
Yeah, he's sold. I'm sold. He has futons, man.
Man, this guy's being really friendly.
How much?
I mean, of
are
course
your
he's
rooms?
friendly. Yeah, what kind of what person would you know that's evil that owns futons? Only like the nice people own futons.
Come on, he's just trying to get business.
Well, it's been
Well, he has
confirmed.
mine.
If the big bad has a futon, he's not really bad.
Yeah. Yep.
How much are your
Well,
rooms?
So, are we talking, like, my futon rooms or my normal rooms?
How much is a futon room? Since Mikhail is very interested in your futon.
I give him a weird glare.
Just in-stay prices. That's just 5 silver pieces a night.
Your
Oh.
normal rooms.
Normal rooms, 4 silver pieces a night. You see, it's weird, the futon is less material, but it costs more. It's just that much better, you know?
Oh, sure.
Is this guy also secretly a futon salesman?
He manufactures futons. He's really trying to sell them.
Do you have futon or armor made out of futons? If so, I'd like to.
God.
Here we go. Are you sure you want to give up your bread, Armaliacus?
What if I combine both of them?
You see, I have an
You mad lad.
Amazon affiliate link if you'd want to buy a futon for that.
Someone in
God.
the chat said they call it a crouton.
Oh my god,
Yes.
that's perfect.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Little slow geek, you.
I like this guy. I'm gonna stay in one of his futon rooms tonight.
Yeah, I shall buy a futon room. Yeah.
Yeah,
I know
we
it's
should-
getting kind of old, but I want to insight check him.
God damn it.
I'm sketched out. I must insight check everybody I come across.
You-
He has been lying. It's not a futon. It's an air mattress.
I just want to see if he has, I don't know, if he's trying to hide ulterior motives or anything, or if there's anything weird about the
Hang
way
on a
he
minute.
speaks.
This isn't a futon, it's a wooden pallet being marketed as a futon.
That's a 12.
Hard to read.
Good way to rule it. All right.
He kind of extends his hand to expectant of silver pieces.
I'll pay up once I'm inside your inn.
You know, I like you. You're business savvy. Can't blame you. Oh, I think we're getting here. We probably better be quiet. Don't want to get killed by Returnum now, do we?
Right.
Wait, what?
Get killed for talking?
I'm kidding with you. I'm kidding. The only thing that will kill you is a bad back. And you know how you get a bad back?
Oh, God.
No.
Yeah, this guy isn't evil.
It's being confirmed. Orion confirms it.
Yep. This guy's not evil. No way.
You get a bad back by not sleeping on a futon.
Here we go.
But after that, he kind of just smirks to himself and chuckles. He's obviously, to some extent, just joking around with you all. And
I like this guy.
he goes quiet, and the candles these kind of large white candle flickering. And the procession leads onwards, the music playing on, the silence deafening, until a large courtyard is reached, with green trees dotted around in front of a large, beautiful stone building. Ornate details are carved in as the band assembles in front of a standing procession. The candles are kind of still burning and flickering at this point, and the tune picks up as instruments begin to play different parts into a beautiful, sad symphony. The tune draws to a close as the night air hangs heavy. A single white-robed figure, an elderly man, emerges from the top of the steps leading to this building, taking a central position as murmuring fills a waiting audience. In fact, the big guy next to you turns and he's like, "Yeah, he's the leader of the temple of Melora here, you know. Probably gonna say some religious hokey pokey, yeah. Don't
You're
be
not
offended
religious,
if you
man.
are religious, you know."
Looks over at Leokas, who's in full getup. No, I don't think any of us are.
And this,
I get close to Maverick, and I pull out a holy symbol and put it in his pocket.
roll slight. Are you trying to hide doing this, or is it just in full sight?
Oh, it's just full sight.
Okay.
What? I take it out. What does it look like? What's this holy symbol look like to you?
I honestly I don't know. I have a bunch. I have
This-
I think it's the water goddess. I forget her name already.
Wait, I have the source book.
Oh boy.
I can give you a selection of gods it could be if you want to do it that way.
I'll just give him the holy symbol for this area.
This area,
Melora?
so, yeah,
the
Melora.
woman.
Yeah, Melora.
Yeah.
Which is like
Melora.
a if I remember correctly, it's kind of a yeah, it's kind of
Like a neutral god?
it's like a braided kind of chain with kind of flowers on it. It's quite pretty.
By the way, my holy symbol is the one of Miliki.
Oh god.
Is that a
Miliki. It's the goddess of forests.
yes? Okay.
I will debate on wearing it.
As
look
this is happening, the figure at the front, who is oddly reminiscent of kind of a Pope Francis type of character, kind of quite a small, cute-looking old man, kind of comes to the central podium, but arguably more kind of authoritarian. He has these kind of large, kind of grey mutton chops that kind of hang down, large bags under his eyes. He's dressed in a ceremonial garb. And he obviously seems unprepared to speak. Kind of comes up. I have not had much warning to speak to you all today. And in fact, much of what I'm going to say to you is from the top of my head, but what it will be is it will be pure, it will be good, and it will follow the teachings of our beloved Melora. These people who died in today's attacks, they were innocent people. And those who perpetrated today's attacks were vicious fiends, beasts, who had no part being near or in our town, and we are sure the Tyrannum will do whatever they can to find the source and rid more of these terrible beasts and protect us once more. As he says this, there's kind of a murmuring, especially around like the dockwork part of the crowd. There's a generally kind of murmuring. There's a few jokes cracked, hear some laughter, and he kind of continues on. These people who died, their souls were pure. No matter what they did in life, they will go on to a sweet, succinct afterlife where they will be happy. For I am sure, much like the rest of us here, we have all followed the teachings of Melora, and thus will be with her eternally in the afterlife. I would like you all to pray with me this fine night. The evening may be cold, but I'm convinced we can make it warmer with the generosity of our hearts. So, please bow your head and pray with me silently for a second. Oh, who did we lose?
Eggy. There we go.
There we go.
Never mind.
And he kind of bows his head, and once again the band picks up into a tune once again, and he kind of prays for a second. I don't actually know if any of you are praying or.
I look at the holy symbol that Leokas reverse pickpocketed, fished into me here. I won't wear it, but I'll just like clasp it between like my fingers and have like the chain hang, I guess. I'll just like put my hands together and just bow my head. I won't like wear it, but I'll just hold it with good graces at least.
Yeah.
I don't want to offend Leokas either, so I'll just do it for generosity's sake.
Leo Cost generally doesn't care. He's just doing this.
he hands out holy symbols like pamphlets. He's just like, hey, have you tried this god? Oh, wait, hold on. Here's a different one. This one will be better for you.
I have a question for the DM.
Yes, go ahead.
Are there any like altar I don't know if there's altar boys or anything that have the same vestments I'm wearing or look close to me?
Ooh. Do you mean like a choir boy?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a few kind of on like the because it's like these. I'd always compare it to like the steps in Philadelphia. You know, the like classic rocky stairs that kind of lead up, and they're all kind of at the top of these stairs, and you see, there's a few kind of holy people up there next to this leader.
Do they look like the vestments I'm wearing?
They're not exactly the same as yours. They seem to be slightly more standardized and commercialized almost.
Hmm. I'm gonna. Is there a what's it called? A donation pot in the front by any chance?
There is. There's a big section of Melora, and next to it, there's again a few of the choir boys kind of holding a donation pot. Again, their head currently bowed in prayer.
All right. I'm gonna walk up near the donation pot and I guess kind of try to act like a choir boy. I'm gonna do something very devious we shouldn't do in real life.
No.
Oh,
no. Yeah, dude. But before this happens, I just want to say to everyone watching, do not do in real life what Leocast is about to do.
I'm not doing anything bad.
Please don't say you're stealing from a donation pot, are you?
Is that what you're doing?
It's Leocas.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
No way.
oh my god.
So you walk up with like these holy symbols, like I'm a man of God. Okay.
Thank you for your donation to me. Takes a coin out of the pot.
Has Lugos caught on to his scheme?
I don't.
I don't think so.
Roll perception.
Sure. Or insight. I'm just kidding. 19.
Every insight roll you've been doing is sub 13. I wouldn't make an insight roll here.
No.
You see as Leocast begins to kind of move to the front of the crowd. He kind of pushes away from you all and moves.
What the fuck is he doing?
Wait, where is he? Oh, wait, where'd Leocas go?
He's pretending to be a choir boy. What the fuck?
What do you mean pretend? Wait, is that not his vestments? Is he not? I look at the thing of Melora in my hand. I'm like, okay, never mind. I put that in my pocket.
Well, no, I'm not sure. Lugos has mixed feelings about whether or not he's going to steal the money. Like, he doesn't want to steal, but like he also needs the money.
So, Leocas, well, what are you doing?
Is anybody holding the donation pot?
There's like two young boys next to him with their head bowed in prayer.
So is it being held or is it just kind of chilling there?
It's just there. It's like an iron pot in the center of him.
I'm gonna act like a choir boy and go around like asking for like putting the like how they do in church, walking down the lines row by row, getting donations.
Roll deception for me.
I can do that.
My eyes are glued on Leocas. My hands are ready. My hands are ready for a thing to do.
And Joy's just kind of watching and chuckling quietly. She's very entertained.
There it is. Oh boy. Okay, let's hope I got this. So it's.
Let's freaking hope you do. Let's freaking hope you do got this.
How do I?
No.
Oh, sorry. I forget how to roll sometimes.
/R. Yeah. There we go.
Oh my good
Oh
lord.
no! Oh no!
Yes.
Oh, that was close.
Ah, so close.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
What do we see?
You see,
Do I dare ask?
Oh no. Oh no.
'cause it was a
The
2, right?
suspense.
2 of all things.
It wasn't a natural 6, it was a 2. 1 away from critical failure.
Whoa.
Leokas, you walk up to the pot. You pick up the pot. What you don't realise is the pot is anchored to the floor with a piton in the stone and a rope attached to the bottom of the pot. And you go to take the pot away, and you just kind of yank and trip and pull over, and you just sprawl across the floor. The pot's contents, these coins, just ding 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 across the floor. The prayer just stops. Everyone looks up and just looks at you. As a silence. Some people over the back start to kind of. A few people cheer, but then a few people kind of just shout at you and say, like, "Get him off!" And then the choir boys just kind of look shocked and kind of don't really do a thing, and some Tyrannim kind of begin to approach from the flanks. What are you doing?
Oh fuck. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Has it been a day yet? I don't think it has
It
it?
has not been a day.
Oh, you're gonna
not teleport out of this situation.
Do the guards look like they're about to arrest him?
They look like they're about to arrest him. They begin to kind of shout stuff as they approach.
Can I step forward with my manacles in my hand?
What have I caused?
And
I step forward with the manacles in my hand. I'm like, "Oi, what the fuck, man? You really got out of your manacles this time, but you're not going to escape me again. Get back here." And I pull them back, and I want to slap the manacles on his hand.
roll deception.
Okay. Please. Oh man.
Oh no!
This is so bad.
I'm going downhill really fast.
Is that
This
a
is all
minus
going
1?
downhill.
Did you get a -1?
Yes, my charisma's terrible.
That's
Oh.
another 2. You're really testing the limits of improv here. And you rush forward with these manacles, and you save us all. So the Leokas sprawled against the floor, just as the Tyrannim arrive. But the thing is, the Tyrannim were just kind of rounding the corner as they see you kind of approach Leokas, and they kind of assume you are with him. And they begin to shout at you as well. What is everyone doing?
I'm sorry. I'm new to this town. I'm trying to become a holy man. I was trying to collect donations for the church here. I didn't know it was anchored. I wasn't trying to steal it, I swear. That is not my religion.
You're trying to collect donations for church?
Well, obviously, yes. Well, how are the families going to survive when their husbands, their family, their brothers, their sons are dead?
You do know not anyone can just come up and collect donations for a church. You have to work for a temple.
I'm sorry, I did not know that.
Are you out of your mind, boy?
It's been a long time, sir. I've been wandering around for a while. I apologize. If I can make up for it, I will. I'll work for the church. I'll clean.
There ain't no making up for this. You just disrespected the memory of all of those we were praying for. This was a minute of silent prayer, and you just come along and you act like a fool. Do you have rocks for brains?
Probably.
I'm gonna give you a choice. I'm either gonna arrest you and take you in right now, or you can put everything you own in that pot.
So, what do you mean everything I own?
All of your gold, all of your coins, they're going in that pot. It's
My
recompense.
gold? All I have is silver, sir.
All of your silver, then.
What will I eat tonight, sir?
Well, I'm sure that's your problem, not mine.
All right. You're right. I put all my silver in the pot.
How much is that?
1 piece.
No way.
I put my silver in there, and just to make it look like I have a little bit more, I'm going to put my 1 day of rations in there.
You just get some food. You just put the food in, and as you do this, Scott actually walks forward from the crowd. He comes next to you and, oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm with him. He's a friend. I can pay. Don't worry. And he takes him two platinum pieces from his pouch, puts them in the pot, and kind of puts his hands on your shoulder and kind of leads your way back into the crowd and kind of waves to the officer, waves to everyone. My apologies. Yep, just trying to do some charitable work. Don't mind us.
Lee cautious thinks to himself, damn, I was so close.
But Elijah, Lugos is just kind of stood there, slick as his led off for 200 changes glance to you. And you, what are you doing there, stud of manacles?
Oh, I was gonna fucking handcuff him for you, you know? Can't be going around tripping and disrespecting the memory of the dead. It's disrespectful, right?
It's nice to see you have some sanity, sir.
Aye.
Right, make sure you don't cause any more trouble, or you'll be on the first boat out of here.
Right. No problem. I'll make sure to keep an eye on him as well.
Yeah, now scran. And he kind of...
I go back to the crowd.
He kind of turn him and get up and kind of loudly apologise to everyone. And the minute of prayer is restarted. A few people send you very, very sour glances. And but Scott kind of, with his huge figure, kind of stands, so not many people can see you. Prayer goes on. And after a while...
I come back to the party with a smile.
Yeah, the minute of prayer finishes as the smiling Leokas arrives back. The song ends, and two figures approach the elderly worship leader. You see one, a rather kind of old man, rather happy eyes, but happy eyes that have been somewhat diminished with the recent events. You see he's tall, he's wearing kind of a formal garment in very dull colours, olives and beiges. He has a large golden chain around his neck, which you recognise as the chain of a townmaster. He's got slicked back, brown kind of greying hair and thick, bushy eyebrows, kind of coalesce into a monobrow. Next to him is the man in the purple silk robes you saw earlier. They both approach the central podium. There's a slight kind of murmur as they do so. People seem hesitant. By this point, the flickering of the candles is kind of diminishing a bit, as a few of them kind of tend to burn out. The sun has completely set, and moonlight is what lights the square. A man with a slicked back grey hair, a rather large man, approaches. And from what you gather, this is the townmaster. He walks up to the podium. Well, it's wonderful to be speaking to you all today. How are we all doing? And he kind of says that to the entire crowd. There's a large kind of outpour of various different things. Scott says, "Oh, I'm missing my food arm." People give just kind of various...
Of course, he had mentioned the food song.
Scott is now just one with a futon now. I have no idea how it happened. It just... There's various
He
different
is the
answers.
futon god. There's a new god added to D&D. It is Scott, the futon lord.
Scott, god of futons. But
With
you
his
all...
futon gods.
There's various, again, different answers. People... Actually, some people tend to seem to really like him, and he looks back. In my 10 years of governance and all's rest, I've discovered one thing. We seem to have an uncanny ability to bounce back from any kind of hardship. And I'm convinced that this will only make us stronger. Now, what happened is a tragedy. There's no avoiding that fact. In my 10 years of governance, this is one of the worst events to happen. And be rest assured, going on from here, I'm gonna do everything I possibly can to make sure nothing like this happens again. You have my word. But I bring some good news. And again, an even stronger murmuring picks up among the crowd. I'm happy to announce, and in lieu of the current events, the famed and awarded comedy duo, the Curls. And as he says the Curls, you all, to some extent, have heard of the Curls. It's essentially kind of, to this world, just what kind of, like a worldwide famous celebrity is. This hugely famous comedy duo of halflings. Their shows sell out in a split second. Just going to see them is like the kind of thing you tell your grandkids. It's like, oh, I saw the Curls in their prime, Jimmy. You know, that kind of. But that
The Three
kind of, like,
Stooges,
rank.
but two halflings.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of that.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, that kind of that level of fame. And to this, there's like a mass cheering among the crowd. It's kind of like everyone's kind of yay and like just celebrating, like yay.
Yay, we're not dead.
Yay!
Well, the Curls will be visiting tomorrow night, in fact, for a special show. In celebration of the victims' lives and to raise morale for all of us. And I'm sure this show will be the best thing that's happened to Ozarks in a long time. You see, in the crowd tonight, unfortunately they made it a little bit of a fool of themselves. We do have the people. We have the people who helped save some lives today.
Dear sweet God.
I was informed by my deputy, Mr. Conal Baird over there, and these people did save a few lives. And I would like, for these people, I do not have their names, but they know who they are, to come up and join me.
I look deadpan glare at Leokas now. I'm like, you might as well take that sash off here.
Leokas is gonna take the vestments off and he's gonna put on his. He's gonna put his mask on.
Yeah, this is a crowd of about 1,000 people. If not 2,000 or 3,000, it's a large part of the population have come out into the square.
I look towards Joy now, I guess, and shrug.
Might as well, I guess.
Come on, we don't have all night. We want to give you a special award. Come on up.
Yeah, Leokas puts his mask on. There's no doubt in his mind. He's put it on.
I raise my hand up, and the light cantrip emits from my hand.
Oh.
I will now walk through the crowd.
I reluctantly go up there.
So
I follow.
I go up there smugly.
God. As you walk off, Scott seems kind of shocked. He's wide-eyed. He's like, "Yeah, go on, fellas. Good work." He's just like hyping you up as you walk off.
He had like no idea.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh."
He was just like, "Oh, wait a minute!
Oh,
I was just trying to
shit.
upsell futons to the people that defended this town. Well, now I feel."
And actually, as you
like
walking off,
dingus.
you kind of hear him turn to people around him like, "Huh, these guys, they stay in my tavern."
They sleep on my futons.
God.
Well, do you want to sleep like a hero? Sleep on my futons.
Yeah.
Jesus.
The new hero brand of futons. You have to buy them. This is what town's protectors sleep on. Oh.
God, I hate him so much, but I love him.
Yeah, so
I hate him.
Maverick, you lead them all up with obviously this light cantrip. It's quite a spectacle. It's almost otherworldly, and you lead up and you're kind of instructed to stand next to the town master and the deputy town master. the holy man who's still hanging at the back. This is a death stare like none you've ever seen. Leokas, you go up. He stares into your soul.
I wink.
You. The second wink of the campaign. Here we go.
He doesn't
You
know
wink
you're
with the
wearing a
other eye.
mask, huh?
Is there like a boo I can do? Yeah, I can do a gasp. As you wink, he kind of diverts his gaze and his gaze.
He's glazed.
He diverts his gaze, and you all line up next to the deputy town master and the town master, and as the townmaster goes back to speaking about the deeds you've done, the man you recognised earlier goes to all of you, and he seems to get a medal of sorts, and he goes and puts it onto Maverick first, and he's like, well done. Joy, well done. Lugos, well done.
Oh no.
Lucas, I have to say I wasn't much of a fan of your spectacle, but well done nonetheless. And again, he goes back down the line, and he brings a certain something out of his pocket. A ticket. And he hands his ticket to you all, and you hear the townmaster say, we're so pleased to give every one of these adventurers front row seats to this event tomorrow night. This, I hope, will show you all the debt Orzrest owes you, the people of Orzrest owe you, and me myself owes you. You saved many a life, although not all of them were saved. You were lifesavers. So let us have a round of applause and a cheer for these heroes. And again, in the crowd, there's a kind of a mass cheer, a pause, as you kind of stood in front of these thousands of people, like a medal on. Just kind of, it's very much, if you have staged right, it is going a million miles a minute right now.
A little bit.
What's this medal look like?
You take it, and it seems to be silver. It has it's kind of a sigil of Orzrest, which is kind of two oars crossing, and underneath there's a radish kind of on it. And if you turn it over on the back, seems to be some writing in Elvish. Lekas, you can read Elvish, and it essentially just says distinguished Persian, distinguished person of Orzrest.
Cool. I can
I'm
read
gonna
it.
sell it.
You hold an auction on stage for your medal in front of these people.
That's what I thought about doing for the ticket, honestly.
Oh no,
Lugos.
not now. Do it
As
later.
Lugos also inspects his medal, he sees him kind of reach his hand up towards it, and just he kind of bats his hand away as it seems to burn him ever so slightly.
Ooh.
Yeah, the round of applause continues. Townmaster Alden Tillman turns to you all again and says, he actually approaches you all. Well, I really do have to thank you for this, and I hope we can meet again soon. I think I'm only a few seats away from you at the show tomorrow night, so I'll be happy to see you there.
Alright. Likewise, sir.
Right.
You are all outstanding members of our community. Have a good night. And he gestures you down the steps back to the crowd.
Lugos looks to Mikkel. Hey.
Hmm?
How much do you think I can get for this ticket?
Probably not worth the hassle.
That's exactly
Upsetting
what I
anyone
was
else,
thinking,
huh?
though. I was
I
thinking
think
about
it's-
selling it for a pretty price.
I think it's in our best interest to go tomorrow.
Oh,
To be honest, it's
That
not
seems-
worth the hassle selling it for the trouble that you might stir up trying to sell it.
You're right. I'll just continue to sell the medal then.
can I
Just
stuff
do it in
my
a
metal
different town.
quickly? Can I stuff my metal quickly into my bag?
Yeah, just kind of straight in the bag, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, you kind of head back down. Scott is just there with his mouth wide open. He's like, oh. And he just kind of has a smile as he stands next to you all, and the speech kind of goes on. It's nothing too much. He generally just does a classic kind of politician speech, you know, with the end goal obviously being to get his next election results to be high, because he's dealing with a tragedy well. And as he's kind of speaking, a gusty, salty wind picks up. It chills you all to your bone and kind of bats your hair around. And it almost stings your eyes with this strong kind of sea salt kind of tinge to it, because it's straight from the sea. Temperatures drop quite severely. And with that, people begin to shuffle out of the courtyard, going their respective directions. What is everyone doing?
I want to join our new companion friend, Scott.
I'd like to buy a room now, Scott.
Scott, could you think you can reserve rooms for us? You don't think that would be too much of an issue, yeah?
You know, look, You possibly saved some people today, so you can have rooms as long as you need for 1 silver piece.
Oh.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, if you can reserve the rooms for us for later tonight, I elbow Lugos a little bit. While everyone's out and about, we need to find that. We need to find our contact. Yeah.
Right. That seems fine.
Where's your inn, Scott? How do we get there? We have some business that we need to while the sun's still up.
The sun at this point is down, actually.
Oh, I thought it was. Oh, I thought this all happened in mid-afternoon.
No, it's about 6 at night now. It's...
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright, I recant my statement.
Wait, so are you not asking where the tavern is anymore?
I'm still gonna ask, but then now there's less time of the day. But I'm probably only gonna be trying to find this contact of ours.
The tavern, it's in the dock ward. I assume you've visited the dock ward. It's just kind of tucked away on Leopold Street. You'll recognize it. The Maiden and the Mug is the name.
Alright.
So are you walking back with me, or coming to visit later?
We'll be by to visit later. We got a little bit of business to tend to. We'll see you
We're
there,
all
mate.
traveling here for a friend anyway, and we lost track of all. We want to make sure they wasn't caught up in any of this. You know, want to make sure he's all right, and then we'll come by. All right.
Oh well, stay safe.
Thanks, Scott. Appreciate you.
You too, Scott.
So where are you heading?
Probably, potentially the White Ram, if that area is not closed off any longer.
Yeah, the White Ram again. It's pretty bustling and the White Ram General Store. Sorry, I had managed kind of I thought you meant the Broken Sword for some reason. The White Ram, yes. The area is no longer closed off. It's been relatively well cleaned up. There's obviously a few kind of stubborn marks on the stone floor with the scratches of the claws digged in. You see the store. It's completely pitch black. There's a sign on the door, the closed sign as before. Joy, you are a rogue, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and you can reduce Thieves' Cant.
Yes.
Okay. You see, underneath the closed sign, in Thieves' Cant, a message saying, wait. Saying, wait, we will reach you if needs be. Lie low.
Okay. Guys, we don't need to go in there. We shouldn't go in there. Like I mentioned earlier, they'll find us if they need us.
Well, yes, we wait on them then.
So,
Well, at least.
what are we gonna do now? Check in at the Maiden and the Mug.
Whatever we do, we need to lay low. I mean, I'm sure our little spectacle during the prayers wasn't necessarily what we needed to do.
Oh, it's gonna be
Probably
a little
wasn't a
hard
good
to lay
thing.
low now.
Yes.
We
We should
kind of got
probably-
congratulated publicly in front of most of the population.
We should head to the inn so we don't cause any more trouble.
I
Agree with you there.
So you were heading to the inn.
Alright. At least I wanted to at least check if it was possible.
So, as you head to the inn, the streets are mostly deserted. Everyone's obviously gone home on this cold night, locked themselves in their houses, and you see plumes of smoke and fires. And you quickly work around to the Dockward district. Various boats still kind of mill in and out, but there's this horrible cold sea threat which is coming in. It's an incredibly windy night. And you kind of pick your way down a back alley, and you see a large sign saying the Maiden and the Mug.
Hey. We have arrived.
Okay. As you enter, it's an interesting building. The first thing you notice is in the center of this large kind of central room, hanging from a ceiling, seems to be a beholder.
Ooh, cool.
But you kind of take a closer glance and you see like bits hanging off, and it appears to be a leather version of a beholder. Not too well made, but upon first glance it passes inspection. It's kind of hanging from a ceiling. Various tables are milling about. It's quite jam-packed. There's two bartenders working the bar. One of them is Scott, and he notices you and kind of waves you over. And it's relatively just packed and thrumming.
I go on over to Scott.
Hey, did you meet the friend you were trying to see?
Yeah, we sorted it all. That's fine.
Ah, wonderful to hear.
Yeah, he's a bit shaken up, so he's just at home. We'll just have to check up with him later, but at least he's safe. So.
As you kind of walk over to Scott, you obviously take a glance around the tavern. Weirdly enough, you see a notice board over the wall with various kind of posters. Like there's massive advertising for this comedy show tomorrow night. You'll see a variety of missing posters kind of put under this. And what's everyone's passive perception?
Oh God, I'm not ready. Okay.
I know.
I wasn't ready for that. Okay.
Scroll down.
My passive perception is 13.
Okay.
I think
It's
same.
10 plus your
Yeah.
wisdom modifier, right?
Yeah.
And
Alright,
proficiency if you are proficient with perception.
Oh, then 14.
So, yeah, same.
Hey, look at us twinning.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Leicus,
I'm
you...
a 10.
Okay, Leicus is the only one who sees this as you kind of glance around, but you look quite intently at one of the missing posters, and one of them...
Me and Maverick had the same.
Yeah, but... yeah,
Oh.
I think
so.
he
Oh wait, hold on. Let me double
realize-
check. Oh, sorry, I was reading the +1 on something else. My wisdom is +0. I have a 12.
Oh, well,
No longer twinning. I'm sorry.
I'd say Maverick notices this anyway, because it applies to him, but you see one of the missing posters. There's a figure on a sketch. It looks very similar to this Mikhail, you know.
I look right at Mikhail.
Why do you do this to me? Why do you do the things that you do?
What did I do to you?
Oh, sorry, that was out of character. My mistake. What are you looking at? What's you alright there?
So you're missing?
Oh, am I? I'm pretty sure I'm fine right here.
That's not what the poster says.
What? I read the poster. I act, but I read the poster.
The poster is about a missing person from Malon. Somebody called Maverick DeLeon, who apparently has ran away, and the parents are quite intent on finding.
Well, I take it and I fold it. Best of luck finding them.
I guess I should go tell the party.
Well, tell them what? Sorry?
Oh, you know, the folder, the piece of paper you just put in your pocket. We could find this man and get a reward. Unless this man obviously
I don't think I saw a reward posted on this, but if we do go around that area, I'm sure we'll keep our best eyes out for it.
just let me see the piece of paper quickly.
I hesitantly hand him back the folded paper.
Okay.
Is there a reward posted on it?
That's all he cares about.
No, but this is like a general question. I'm not just asking for gold this
There
time.
is a reward posted on it.
How much is the reward?
50 gold pieces.
Ooh.
I look at Maverick and I rip up the paper and say, "You'll be owing me 50 gold soon."
I blink 3 times. I'm sorry, what?
Oh, don't worry.
Or how about pay me back with making sure you're not dead? Yeah? Or locked up in jail?
That's what I have Lugos for.
Lugos.
Wait, somebody say my character's name what?
Yes, I think Lucas mentioned you for something.
Yeah.
Oh. What did he say?
I thought I heard Lugos.
He said, "I'll keep you from jail or getting killed or going in jail." I said, "That's what I have Lugos for."
Oh, yeah. I look at the shredded paper on the ground and just nod. Well, I'll start you off with a drink tonight, yeah? On me?
I don't drink, but I appreciate it.
Don't drink. We should get our rooms situated, yeah?
Yes, of course. And are we at the tavern right now? Or the inn?
You're
Oh, yeah.
you're just kind of inside.
I would pay for everybody's room. I'll give them the gold piece and tell them to keep the change or put it on our breakfast tab. Put the rest towards our breakfast.
Oh, thank you. You are wonderful people.
A regular charity. Leo Costas.
Look, an act of selflessness. Complete blackmailing selflessness.
I did not blackmail. I just said you owe me. I didn't. I ripped
Like
out.
you were missing. I found you now. Where's my money?
I think there's a reward. All right.
Yeah, I think Lugos as well will, if Leo Costa's paying, he'll get his key, check out his room.
Yes, I need to get away from these people.
He just wants to get away from me. That's the only person.
Just for right now.
Yeah.
I think it's a wonderful sign how it's like the first thing in-game day and it's already terribly sick of him.
Yeah, that's how you know this is going to be great.
But as you all get your keys from Scott and head up to inspect your futon rooms, which are quite nice. There's nice
I'm gonna
curtains.
stay downstairs.
Yeah, okay. Your night goes on. You get various food and drink to suit your need, and eventually you turn in. And after a long, eventful day, you have a sweet respite of sleep. I think with that is a perfect place to end for this first session.
Beautiful. Blackmail in the first session already.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Shaping up to go to blackmail and stealing from a church.
I did.
Attempted theft of a
Listen, you
charity
can't
pot.
prove that.
You can't prove it because it didn't happen. It wasn't stealing. I was collecting donations. It never happened.
Of course.
Yeah, you just can't prove where the donations were gonna go after it was all collected.
Exactly. It's got to go through a whole situation of making sure they're real, not fake.
So,
Just like I'm gonna rob the tavern when we're done here.
with that, I think I want to thank everyone who has watched the entire thing. Thank you so much for watching. It's been a pleasure to have viewers, and we hope to see you next Sunday at the same time to see if we'll steal any more from a church. This will also be on.
I did. I quit.
It will also be on YouTube at Dragons of Roundtable. Make sure to follow at Dragons of Roundtable, and we have a Twitter as well if you want to follow that. But until then, we will see you all next week.
Instagram doesn't exist. It's a lie.
Instagram, yeah, it doesn't. The Instagram will exist in about an hour, so feel free to unfollow afterwards. But Twitter definitely does exist.
Everybody who tuned in, this was fun. It was excellent first session, I think.
Little slow.
Yeah,
beat,
definitely was.
Your,
It was really interesting.
your
Quite a lot of
crouton
shenanigans going on.
Your crouton joke is God tier.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
That was great. Thank you guys.
Remember the vote
Thank
for
you.
Lucas for president.
Right. See you all next week.
Bye.
Feel like
Goodbye.
we need some kind of catchphrase to
Hmm?
save our some kind of catchphrase to save our at the end. All right.
Oh, we definitely do.
Bye bye.
Leo
your
Cops
food,
stupid. That'll be our catchphrase.